circle for a very long time here on our Jones County Game of the Week. We've had this one circled since before day one. And who knew we would be counting down to a game where the winner takes the district title? It's Hattiesburg, undefeated at 9-0, and West Jones at 8-1. Hi there, and welcome to our coverage on Super Talk Laurel 99.3. I'm Caleb Hamill, joined by Brett Bouchelon. Brett, when we all woke up on Wednesday morning, what was the first thing all of us were checking social media and our calendars to figure out? One more day till Hattiesburg and West Jones, not necessarily the election. Nah, because I was definitely thinking about this game. I don't know about you.
That's exactly right, Caleb. This is a huge game in this region. Region 3 stands Hattiesburg and West Jones both undefeated in the region, both looking for the #1 seed headed into the playoffs. Really big game. You remember last year, West Jones went to Hattiesburg, and for lack of a better term, they absolutely destroyed them in the first quarter and just kept going. That game, Hattiesburg absolutely remembers it. They want to come back and get payback for this, and #1 in the region on the line. Both teams have a lot of motivation tonight.
A lot of motivation. Now, some could try to reconstruct all of the things that are at stake tonight and say they're really decides what seed you finish, because both these teams at the top of the region have locked in that hosting spot for the playoffs, which will begin for this classification next week. But at the end of the day, bragging rights are huge, and having a #1 seed next to your name also helps the matchups later down the line and home field advantage.
That's right. You definitely want the #1 seed, because if you have to play a #1 seed later down the line, you want the one by your name for hosting purposes.
So just to kind of set things up for everyone, winner of this game takes the #1 seed in the region. #2 seed will also be a host spot in the first round. Second round will go to the team that, as far as a hosting spot, to the team that has not hosted a game. If both teams playing in that second round have hosted, then it goes to the highest seed. If that doesn't break the tie, then it goes to the region of which West Jones is not a part of, the higher number region. As West Jones is Region 3, it would go to the Region 4 team of the equal seed. Now, after that, you go to the highest seed for the South State ball game. And then when we go down to Hattiesburg for a state championship game, it'll be the South team as the road team. So the fans that get to be on camera the entire game over there in the background of the shots at M.M. Roberts Stadium. So that's how it all shakes out. Classes 1 through 4A already about to begin their playoffs starting tomorrow. We'll be covering Northeast Jones taking on Pass Christian to start off that series of playoff games. And, Brett, I'm hoping we're talking on the radio from now till December.
Oh, exactly. It's always fun when you have go to South Half state championship games. The excitement's more, the crowd's more excited. It's just a lot of fun to do.
Now, one thing that's a little different about this ball game tonight is that this is one of the first times that you and I have gotten to see a non-Jones County team for a second ball game, as we'll have now seen Hattiesburg in the Little Brown Jug game against Laurel. Now we'll face West Jones, still undefeated like they were back towards the beginning of the season. Now they come in with a lot to play for seeding purposes. This is a really good football team.
You know, when we saw them in the Little Brown Jug game, Hattiesburg, that was their first game of the season, and they already looked mid-season form. Their quarterback and wide receivers were already on the same page in routes and reads, and that's really what propelled them to defeat Laurel earlier in the season. It looks like throughout the season they've only gotten better. Their offense is averaging 34 points per game. Their defense is only allowing 9.5 average per game. This Hattiesburg team has been playing really good football, and it seems like they may be peaking at the right time of the year.
Now, West Jones equally, since their loss to Jackson Prep, have swept their region ball games all the way till now. They'll face Hattiesburg. Outside of that Jackson Prep slip-up, in which obviously Tootie Lindsay was not ready to be operating at quarterback for any downs. He came back against Terry to play a little bit. But, Brett, now that we get to the end of the season, Coach Reynolds was pointing out to me, little by little he's getting healthier. He's taking more reps, some at quarterback, some at receiver. He is one of the big pieces that I think will have to make an impact tonight for West Jones to take care of business.
Tootie Lindsay will definitely have to have a big game. I would expect to see him a lot more at quarterback tonight than we have been seeing him here in the past few weeks. You know, really running through the region, they defeated Terry by 2 touchdowns, defeated Forest Hill by 35 points. Went to Pearl River Central last week, won by 2 touchdowns. And that's all with limited. Tootie Lindsay playing. When they played Terry, he played a few downs at wide receiver, and then he's been coming a little bit by little bit more and more each week. But I would expect to see a lot of Tootie Lindsay tonight.
I would agree with you right there. So, as you talk about Tootie Lindsay, obviously people are going to talk about, all right, if he's not quarterback, who else is going to be back there? Hudson Pierce has been filling the gap fairly well. And he's gotten better with every single ball game, it feels like. We were watching him in warm-ups earlier, hitting receivers on the nose, right there on the dime. And that's something that was a little bit questionable earlier in the season. When we covered West Jones and Jackson Prep, a little bit out of sync. Sometimes the offensive line wouldn't hold up. But in practice today and in the games that have followed the prep game, looked a lot better.
Pierce is a different type of quarterback than Tootie Lindsay. He's dropped back passes, but his passes have gotten better and better throughout the season that we've seen, and he's able to find his receivers. And it would not surprise me to see some of him at quarterback tonight as well.
Absolutely. All right, so as we continue on, this is our Covington County Hospital pregame show. Covington County Hospital offering all types of medical services, from emergency services to mental health care. We are here to serve you. That's Covington County Hospital, where your health care matters. So we watched some of the senior night festivities here in Soso. Brett, pretty decent weather tonight, although a little bit of heavy moisture in the air. Not necessarily rain, just kind of a heavy fog.
You can go ahead and say it. It's hot and muggy.
It's hot and muggy.
It's 74 degrees right now. Feels like 73 down on the field. We'll be dropping won't be dropping much. We'll be dropping 1 degree as the game goes on to 73, 72. 97% humidity, no wind, no rain in the area.
And hopefully we have no fog like with how we had in the state championship for West Jones last year. That was at least it came down right towards the end of the ball game when it was well in hand.
And you could see it coming too. It was just a slow-moving fog, almost like a Stephen King film.
Yeah, I was down there on the sideline for that one. I didn't really realize what was happening until I looked up at the booth where my guys were for the national or for the statewide call. All of a sudden, I couldn't see them anymore. So that was a wild one there. We may have a wild one tonight. It may not be the weather that's wild, but maybe the action on the field. So that's a look at the weather. And when we continue, had a conversation with Coach Corey Reynolds that we pre-recorded prior to tonight's ball game. You'll hear his thoughts coming up as our pregame show continues here on the Jones County Game of the Week on Super Talk Laurel 99.3.
Hey, Mustang fans, this is Kyle and Lauren Elsie. We are the proud owners of Pasquale's, Laurel's oldest pizzeria.
We invite you to come out, eat lunch or dinner with us Monday through Saturday, 10:30 to 8. Come try out our famous salad bar or one of our award-winning pizzas. And as always,
Go Mustangs!
Most favorite thing of mine here is my students. All the students who come here for the first time, they've never been to a school in the United States before, they can't speak English, and they have a lot of fears. If you can imagine any teenager going to a new school and being very nervous, and then compound that with not being able to speak English, is being able to just calm their nerves and help them to learn to speak the language and learn to succeed in their classes. And ultimately, I get to see those kids start from nothing and then be able to communicate and make friends. And I get to teach them not only the language, but also our culture in our area, but our culture here at West Jones. And I love our culture here. We have a lot of sports, we have a lot of fun things that go on, but we have a lot of good academics here, and I think it's a good place for my students to come and learn.
Hey, Mustang fans, this is Kyle and Lauren Elsie. We are the proud owners of Pasquale's, Laurel's oldest pizzeria.
we invite you to come out, eat lunch or dinner with us Monday through Saturday, 10:30 to 8. Come try out our famous salad bar or one of our award-winning pizzas. And as always,
Go Mustangs!
recognized by CareChecks as #1 in the market for
show. This is the Jones County Game of the Week on Super Talk Laurel 99.3.
We continue here on the Covington County Hospital pregame shows. We talked to Coach Corey Reynolds of West Jones. Coach, this is a big game that a lot of us have had circled on the calendar since the start of the season. And lo and behold, the records live up to the billing. And we're seeing a fight for the district title here on a Thursday night. What is it about the way this was scheduled coming into the season? Did you see it as being a possible fight for the finish here at the end?
On Hattiesburg's end, yeah, Tony's got a great team. Knew there's going to be a team to be reckoned with in the state. We just lost a lot of guys beginning of the year. Didn't know really how we're going to plan. But, man, what a great opportunity we have tonight. Both teams, undefeated in district, top 10 in the state, with Hattiesburg being #1. We're playing home field for a district championship in front of our home crowd. Just a great opportunity tonight. I hope our kids and our fans and both teams involved understand this type of stuff don't happen often, and man, this is just a great, excited. We're gonna have a great atmosphere tonight, and I'm ready for it.
I think we all are, Coach. All right, just to kind of talk about your team, it's been a little while since we've had you all on the airwaves. What have things looked like since that loss to Jackson Prep moving forward? We understand Tootie Lindsay has gotten a little bit better, a little bit healthier along the way. What can we expect from this West Jones team from the first half of the season to now?
Just to get better each and every week, and we have. Tootie got hurt beginning of the year, and we've had some other little nicks and bumps and bruises and little injuries, and finally going to get some guys back. Tootie's going to have a little bit, each and every week have a little bit more role in it. Just hope everything goes great with the 6 things we talk about having a chance to win. It's block and tackle, throw and catch, and kick and cover. And if we can do that better than we did last week, we'll have a great opportunity to win tonight.
It's a really good Hattiesburg defense, and probably one of the better defenses you've faced so far this season. One, what makes them so effective, and two, how do you exploit anything that they give you?
They're just good. They're fast. They play hard. They fly around to the football. All 11 is going to be around the ball whenever it's tackled, and they've just done a great job of believing in themselves, playing for each other, and getting after it every time the ball's snapped.
When it boils right down to it, obviously 2 teams that are going to play a tight ball game, could be a one-score type of game. At the end of it, you mentioned those 6 things, but which one of those 6 do you think is going to be the biggest factor in a game like this?
Well, and it's one that's not even in. It's taking care of the football. It was kind of a little slimy night tonight. It's kind of just dewy. It's got a heavy fog. Everything's just kind of damp. We have to take care of the football. If we take care of the football and do those 6 other things, we'll have a chance. We'll give ourselves a chance to win the ball game. And I think whoever takes care of the football the best tonight is going to have a chance to win it the most.
Thanks so much, Coach. Go get them.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, that is head coach of West Jones, Corey Reynolds. When we continue on the Covington County Hospital pregame show, Brett and I will continue to break down the matchup and a look around the county as well for this week's meetings. Right now, we'll take the break. You're listening to the Jones County Game of the Week on Super Talk Laurel.
Hey, Mustang fans, this is Kyle and Lauren Elsie. We are the proud owners of Pasquale's, Laurel's oldest pizzeria.
We invite you to come out, eat lunch or dinner with us Monday through Saturday, 10:30 to 8. Come try out our famous salad bar or one of our award-winning pizzas. And as always,
Go Mustangs!
Recently, we've been an athletes here working in the office at West Jones. It hasn't been going so well.
Hey, T, you have those copies ready? Hey.
I hate when you do that.
Just let him cook.
Tools make the job easier and faster. Visit Phillips Building Supply on
Joe Bryant on Highway 49 in Hattiesburg and May on Highway 15 in Laurel.
For over 50 years, Howard Industry has worked to make this community a great place to live, work, and play. From football to basketball, baseball, tennis, softball, soccer, golf, and volleyball. They support local schools and athletic programs. To the Laurel High Tornadoes, the Northeast Jones Tigers, the South Jones Braves, the West Jones Mustangs, and the Laurel Christian High School Lions. Have a great season from Howard Industry.
Sports Contractors in Hattiesburg has been creating top quality field since 2014. We specialize in building and servicing natural and synthetic sports fields. Our areas reach across the southeast United States. Goal is to build quality field. Is complete. For information on how Sports Contractors Unlimited can build the field of your dreams, call 601-818-0070 or visit sportscontractors.org.
The City of Laurel and the Laurel City Council would like to congratulate all the outstanding student athletes competing this fall. We hope that every team enjoys a safe and successful season. And we especially want to encourage our Golden Tornadoes. Stay up to date on all things going on in our community by visiting us at laurelms.com and following us on our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter social media accounts. Be Golden City beautiful.
Discover Covington County Hospital's Swing Bed program, offering comprehensive care for patients transitioning from acute hospital care to home. With a focus on rehabilitation, we ensure a smooth journey back to your home environment. Recognized by CareChecks as #1 in the market for overall hospital care and #1 in the market for overall medical care. Choose Covington County Hospital's Swing Bed program, where your health care matters.
Back now to the Covington County Hospital pregame show. This is the Jones County Game of the Week on Super Talk Laurel 99.3.
Back here in Soso as we count down to the Jones County Board of Supervisors kickoff here between Hattiesburg and West Jones. Winner takes the region and gets the #1 seed ahead of playoffs, which begin next week. Alongside Brett Bouchelon, I'm Caleb Hamill. Happy to have you with us on this Thursday night, one of 2 games we'll cover this week here in the Free State of Jones. Brett, a couple other ball games going on in the county. What do we have?
All right, yeah, a few that we'll be keeping our eye on throughout the night is Laurel at Gaucher. We'll be watching for that one. Also, South Jones at North Pike tonight, and just a few others going on around the state. Provine and Florence, a big one up in North. Grenada and South Panola play tonight. That's going to be a big one in 6A. Van Cleve at Wayne County and Pascagoula at George County all have playoff implications for some Jones County teams.
There we go right there. And a couple other statewide games of interest that I've got circled. Oak Grove Petal over there at 7A playing across the river. West Point and New Hope up in the northern part of the state. And then you have some playoff games going on in Jeff Davis County versus Wesson, South Pike and Seminary, and then West Tallahatchie versus Sacred Heart out of Hattiesburg. So those a couple ones that I've had my eye on as tight ball games that could be fun and competitive. Also have, I believe, Madison Central and Clinton as a matchup this evening. I think that's right. But I could double-check that here in just a little bit. But some playoff implications around the state of Mississippi. I don't think there's any region more difficult to predict than the region opposite of this one, or excuse me, the one opposite of South Jones, I should say, as it's a region with Laurel, Wayne County, Stone, Van Cleve, East Central, and Gaucher. Gaucher's locked in at #1. That's about the only thing that is assured.
That is all we know about that region right now, and it depends on tonight. We'll know a lot more, but there's a lot of things that could happen, and if this person wins and this person loses, it's all mixed up right now.
There will be a tiebreaker somewhere, somehow in that one. I do know this. If Van Cleve wins over Wayne County tonight, they will be the 2 seed. After that, then it kind of boils down to who's going to be the 3. It kind of depends on if Stone wins or if East Central wins in that game. After that, Gaucher and Laurel will not factor into any decision tonight, as even if Laurel wins, they lose all forms of tiebreakers that will be against the teams remaining if they even had to get to that tie spot in all of that. So the region opponent from Region 4 for either West Jones or Hattiesburg is yet to be determined. Both 3 and 4 spots are in flux. So we will have to wait our turn here tonight. Be looking at those scores, and we'll try to give those to you. Those are going to be brought to you by Goldmine Pond and Gun. All scoreboard updates this evening. Also have a couple more sponsored elements. Our Red Zone brought to you by Pasquale's. Also want to thank Pasquale's for sponsoring the live stream for West Jones on YouTube and Facebook Live, or actually just YouTube tonight. As they are the home of fresh handmade pizzas, giant calzones, and succulent pastas. Pasquale's has the best Italian food around. That's right. For the best pizza in the Pine Belt, visit Pasquale's today. Also, our sacks this evening are brought to you by LS Rock and Dirt. If you need rock, dirt, sand, or gravel for your upcoming project, call Levi at LS Rock and Dirt, 601-340-1270. Servicing the Pine Belt for over 5 years and handling any size project that you may have. That's LS Rock and Dirt. And also, any turnovers tonight. You heard Coach Reynolds mentioning how turnovers could play a big role in this game this evening. They are brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agent Jim Clark. Insurance is vital. With something so important, don't trust anyone other than your good neighbor, Jim Clark at State Farm in Ellisville. Let Jim create your personal price plan today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Just had the coin toss. Brett, what do we have?
West Jones has won the toss and defers to the second half, so Hattiesburg will receive.
So team captains for West Jones this evening. You had number 76, Javion Wilson, number 9, Ty Hopkins, number 2, Deion Graves, and then number 10, Elijah Jones. Had a handful of captains on the Hattiesburg side, a couple of them that I saw before they came out of view down there on the field. Jordan Bratcher, senior running back, also number 8, Cameron Kraft, a senior linebacker. I believe I saw number 1, Kevin Otis, the senior defensive lineman as well. And there was one other mystery man. I didn't quite get his number down. I think, did I say 86? That would be Amari Mickles. He's a junior, however. So there's one up there in the 80s that I saw. Not sure which one that was. Our officials tonight. Head referee is David Bullock. Umpire Bobby Duckworth. Field judge Jonathan Knott. Side judge Steve E. Parker. Line judge is Sonny Saul. Linesman is Bobby Wilson. Game clock operator J.J. Wilson. And on the play clock, it is Connor McQueen. Lights are out here in So-So as we count down to kickoff. Stay with us. We'll have it coming up for you next. Our Jones County Board of Supervisors kickoff when our Covington County Hospital pregame show concludes next here on the Jones County Game of the Week. Stay here.
Warren & Warren Asphalt. It's the name that stands for integrity and quality work. No job is too large, no job is too small, but every job is done right to the customer's satisfaction. Warren & Warren has been serving the asphalt needs of South and Central Mississippi for over a decade, and Warren & Warren is always there after the job is completed. From a patch job to $1 million job, call Larry Warren today, 601-270-4637. Warren & Warren Asphalt. They don't do highway work, and they never will.
Craving a taste of Italy right here in Laurel? Look no further than Pasquale's. Indulge in our fresh salad bar, mouth-watering sandwiches, and delicious pasta dishes. Don't forget our famous pizzas and calzones, baked to perfection. Hosting an event? Our pasta and salad trays are the perfect fix for a hungry crowd. Come see us next to Piggly Wiggly or call us at 601-425-2351 to place your order today. Visit us for lunch or dinner and savor the difference. Pasquale's, Laurel's home for Italian delights.
Attention all sportsmen, hunting season is right around the corner, and the team at the Gold Mine Pawn & Gun in Laurel has everything you need to make this season your best yet. Our on-site gunsmith is ready to clean, service, and bore sight your firearms before the season begins. We carry a big selection of rifles and shotguns with brands like Browning and Benelli, and quality scopes from Leopold and Vortex. Visit us today at 330 North 16th Avenue in Laurel, or call us at 601-342-2880.
Back here live in So-So, we're about set for the kickoff between West Jones and Hattiesburg. Quick uniform report. West Jones, the home team, in green tops, green bottoms, green headgear with gold numbers trimmed in white with gold, white, and gold shoulder stripes on the sides and a horseshoe logo in shiny gold on either sides of those green helmets. Meanwhile, for Hattiesburg, road team tonight, gold tops, white bottoms with alternating purple, gold, purple stripes down the sides, purple numbers with a white helmet with a new Hattiesburg logo, HHS, as a banner above that Tiger logo on both sides of the helmets. Brett, we're about ready for football action tonight. Final thoughts as we look forward to keys for today's game.
Look for West Jones. They're going to have to come out and not make any mistakes tonight. The simple offsides, penalties, false starts. Look for those. You can't have those. This Hattiesburg team, you can't give them free yards.
Would agree with that. On a defensive side for West Jones, I would say it's containing Deuce Vance. He's an elusive quarterback, can pull it back and throw. but also a very good runner. He's going to be a tough one to bring down, though we did get a note earlier that Jaboris Jones, one of the top running backs for Hattiesburg, out for the year. So he will he will be out, and Hayden Leverett will be the main running back. They'll cycle in a couple different backs as well in the formation tonight, but he was a big talent alongside Vance in the backfield.
You mentioned Deuce Vance's arm. He does have an incredibly good arm, and it's incredibly accurate as well. The secondary is going to have to step up to defend the pass as well.
Getting ready to kick this one off, Alexis Avalos has it teed up just slightly to the left of the center of the 40-yard line. 2 men back to return for Hattiesburg, including number 8, Cameron Kraft. Kick is away on the ground. Hattiesburg lets it get by, rolling dead towards the 1, but crosses the plane of the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. It rolled for a good 15 or so yards, and Hattiesburg will take this one 1st and 10 to the 20-yard line to start the ball game.
Just a low driving kick from Avalos, trying to get it to hit somebody and somebody make a mistake.
So we get to see Deuce Vance and this Hattiesburg offense to start off the ball game. As they come out of those gold jersey tops, we'll see how the offense sets up and how West Jones can defend here. Start of the ball game, 12 minutes on the first quarter clock. We're scoreless. I'm Caleb Hamill. He's Brett Bouchelon. 1 receiver to the left, 3 to the right for Deuce Vance, the quarterback who has Hayden Leverett to his right. Shotgun backfield and a 4-man front shown by West Jones. Play clock down to 16. And offensive players on the right side move, receivers, as they were trying to throw down the field, but Anthony Ponce moved early, as did the outside receiver, John Tarvett. Both of them probably a little confused either by the crowd noise or the snap count, and both took off before the snap came.
Yeah, it was a quick flag, so that's going to back them up 5 yards. And 1st and 15, so a good start for this West Jones defense to make Hattiesburg start behind the chains.
So a win already in that regard for West Jones to start off the ball game. Still no time ticked off the clock, even 12 minutes. Single receiver to the right is number 3, Tyree Barnett. Again, Vance in the shotgun, claps his hands, now looks to the sideline. Has 16 on the play clock, and it ticks down. West Jones again showing that 4-man front. Another clap of the hands, snap taken. Vance on play action, throws up in the middle. Pass caught at the 20-yard line and taken all the way to the 24 is Tristan Keys on the catch. Makes up for that penalty yards and then some, getting about 9 yards on the receiving end.
Looks like tackled there was by number 2, Dion Graves.
They go hurry up 1 by 3. Snap comes. Handoff Leverett through the middle. Plugged up and pulled down after about 2 yards were gained over the 25 to the 26. Interior line for West Jones. Johnny on the spot to put him on the deck. It's 3rd down and 3.
Gain of 2 yards on the play brings up a Hattiesburg 3rd down.
11:20 to go. First quarter. We're scoreless. Hattiesburg on their first drive. A long wait looking at the sideline from Hattiesburg's offense to pick out the play from Coach Tony Vance. His son in the backfield at quarterback with a 2-by-2 receiver set. Leverett to his right. Snap comes. Handoff. Faked. Vance swallowed and dropped.
Deuce Vance is lucky to have held on to that one. He had the ball really low, and it was almost stripped.
Sack back at the 21-yard line. That sack brought to you by LS Rockin' Dirt. Call Levi at LS Rockin' Dirt, 601-340-1270 for any of your upcoming Rockin' Dirt needs. 4th down and 7 after the sack. West Jones will send back Tootie Lindsay to return this kick. It'll come off the foot of Tristan Keys, who waits back about 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Separated shield as he gets the snap. Block is on, and it is blocked. West Jones trying to recover it. It is down at the 12-yard line.
That is a huge play for West Jones early in the ball game, getting a great field position for offense.
West Jones gets the block and the recovery, and will have it 1st down and 10 at the Hattiesburg 13-yard line. What a way to start a game for West. 10 minutes and 11 seconds to go first quarter. West Jones about to begin their first drive of the game. And Tootie Lindsay's out to be quarterback with Elijah Jones in the formation.
Ball spotted on the 12-yard line, middle of the field.
10 seconds on the play clock. They're going to have to set the formation in a hurry. 2 H-backs set up along the left side of the line. 4 seconds. Tootie gets the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right, fakes a jab step, now goes down the sideline, gets pushed out of bounds after picking up about 6 yards. Strung out the play for a long time, Brett, but still got down the field.
Tackle by Romarian Wilson, the senior linebacker for Hattiesburg. It was a fake to Elijah Jones going up behind the 2 H-backs.
And they take it all the way to the 7-yard line, which will be a second down and 4 coming.
Mustangs have number 40, Braden Nance, and a linebacker in at the H-back position for offense tonight.
Could be a run-heavy set offensively tonight. Ty Hopkins over there on that left side as a tight end. Snap again to Tootie. This time he takes it himself through the left side of the line, but swallowed up and thrown down back behind the line of scrimmage. First one to meet him, Cameron Kraft, the senior linebacker, and that pushes him back by a yard. If there was even a loss. He may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. So with that, it is 3rd down and 4 for West Jones. Ball spotted at the Hattiesburg 7-yard line. West Jones got the ball on a block punt. This is just their 3rd play from scrimmage. Elijah Jones to the left of Lindsay. Takes a snap, handoff. Jones through the middle, tries to angle left through the line, pushing the pile to the 5, 4, 3, and down there. If he got to the 3 truly, it'll be a first down. Going to depend on this spot, but the early indication is it's going to be 4th and 1.
Yeah, the spot is going to be 4th, and it's going to be less than a yard. It's going to be close. But a really good run for Elijah Jones. Got behind his pads and moved the pile a good 2 to 3 yards after contact.
Big down to start off the ball game. 4th and inches for West Jones from the 4. Got to keep the offense out there. Lindsay waiting for the snap. Jones to his right, takes it. Hands off. Jones trying to pick his way through the left of the line. Stood up at the 4. I don't think he got in. Depends on the spot. Did he get forward enough? First down, Hattiesburg's the signal.
No, it is a turnover on downs.
Got back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Did not get the 1 yard he needed. So after being gifted great field position to start the drive, West Jones turns it over on downs, but Hattiesburg going to be deep in their own territory on this next drive.
That was a big momentum shift to the Hattiesburg sideline after giving up the blocked punt, but their defense able to stop West Jones on 4 plays.
What a packed house we're in, by the way. Packed on both sides of the stands, Hattiesburg fans and West Jones fans alike. They travel well, Hattiesburg does. 8:43 on the clock, we're scoreless. Hattiesburg first down and 10 from their own 4. Snap comes, handoff Leverett. Actually, no, Dance pulls it out, heads towards the left sideline. 10, hits the line, tries to hurdle a man, still on his feet, but he stepped out of bounds after crossing the 20-yard line.
Really good play fake to the handoff inside, and he pulls it out. Gets up the sideline.
Check that. They're going to say he stepped out prior to getting all the way down to that 20-yard line. Short of the first down, as a matter of fact, at the 10 is where they mark him out. Boy, really sold the fake right there to Leverett. And got to the edge in a hurry. 2nd down and 2. Shotgun backfield. He motions Leverett out to the left. Snap comes. Vance, a keeper, straight ahead. Now tries to angle towards his left, towards the sideline. Gets the first down as he goes out of bounds right past the sticks.
Using Leverett as a lead blocker to get that extra yard.
Gain of 6 yards to the 16-yard line. 1st and 10, Hattiesburg. That's the first down either team has earned in the game. 8:29 on the clock that's at rest here in the first quarter. We're scoreless between Hattiesburg and West Jones. Glad to have you with us, both on the Mustang Network as well as Super Talk Laurel 99.3. Hattiesburg with it, first down and 10. Ball actually at the 15-yard line.
The officials are checking something down there. Straightened out the ball, I guess.
Yeah, may have had to exchange a ball there late. Didn't quite see what the fuss was about. Nevertheless, here we go. 1st and 10, Hattiesburg, 2 receivers each way for Vance. Has Leverett to his left. Takes the snap. Wants to throw screen to the left side. Pass is caught. Taking it down to the 20 and then angled out of bounds is receiver for Hattiesburg as we try to get eyes on him.
That is number 3.
Yeah, Tyree Barnett. It's another positive yardage play for Hattiesburg. They pick up 7 all the way to the 22-yard line. Another good pass play. Stack receivers right and left. It's 2nd and 3. Deuce Vance looking at the sideline for an eternity. Now claps his hands. Looks left again to throw. Passes downfield. Pass intercepted. Right at the 30-yard line. Returning it right to left. Out to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, and dropped out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Dion Graves and Wes Jones has picked it off, and they are going to have 1st and goal.
Dion Graves just kind of sat down in the open area and read Deuce Vance's eyes, jumped up at the last minute, made the interception, and a really good return.
8:04 to go first quarter. Still scoreless, but Wes Jones will have it 1st down and goal from the 9. Started their first drive from the Hattiesburg 13. Now they started inside the 10. What a start for Wes Jones from a defensive and special teams standpoint. They've only allowed 1 first down from Hattiesburg, and they've given their offense the ball inside the Pasquale's red zone on both trips so far. Lindsey at quarterback, 2 H-backs to the left. Takes the snap, hands off Jones to the left side, picks his pass to the defender to the 5, backs his way down to the 3, and that's where he's marked down after gaining 6 yards.
Braden Nance goes through and kicks out the defensive end, allows Elijah Jones to get through an extra few yards, and Elijah Jones gets behind his pads and just pushes the pile.
So they mark it down at actually the 2. It's only 2 yards to get, and they've got 3 more downs to do it. With 7:30 and rolling here in the first quarter. Again, Jones to the right of Lindsey, the quarterback. They shift the H-backs from right to left. Snap comes, handoff goes to Jones, trying to get out to the edge of the left side, tripped up at the 5-yard line. Good open field stop for Hattiesburg. Number 19, Derek Dean, sophomore defensive back, comes up to meet him and forces a 3rd down.
Dean gets outside quickly to keep contained and was able to hit Elijah Jones in the legs before he turned upfield.
So here we go. 3rd down. And they lost a yard there. Back to the 4. About 1.5 yards they lost. 3rd and goal for Wes Jones. From just inside the Hattiesburg 4. Again, same formation. Lindsey hands off Jones through the middle. Hit at the line. He did not get any yards there. The inside of the offensive and defensive line looks about like Jackson traffic at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, Hattiesburg got back there quickly and was able to get a hold of Elijah Jones.
And Wes Jones, after going for it on 4th down and inches on their last drive, electing to go for points here. And will bring out the field goal unit. The hold will be with Hudson Pierce, the backup QB. And Cruz McKee will be trying this kick from the left hash. He's a left-footed kicker. Waiting for the snapback. High but put down. It is on its way. Rotating through. And Wes Jones takes the opening lead 3-0 with 5:51 to go first quarter. Wes Jones on top. We'll be back with a kickoff next here on the Jones County Game of the Week. Super Talk Laurel 99.3.
Hey Mustang fans, this is Kyle and Lauren Elsie. We are the proud owners of Pasquale's, Laurel's oldest pizzeria.
We invite you to come out, eat lunch or dinner with us Monday through Saturday, 10:30 to 8. Come try out our famous salad bar or one of our award-winning pizzas. And as always,
go Mustangs!
Comes with personal service from our hometown team. Call Alpha to start saving north and see the Alpha difference today.
Well, a win for Wes Jones to get points on that drive, unlike their first one, but also a small win for Hattiesburg by not giving up the touchdown.
Right, that's 2 drives in a row that the Hattiesburg defense has held strong. West Jones has started inside the 15-yard line on their first 2 drives and only come away with a field goal.
So with that, West Jones still has not gotten a first down in the ball game, but do have points. Waiting for the kickoff from the 40-yard line. Hattiesburg with 2 men back deep to return. Left footer boots it away for West Jones. Avalos. It is grabbed by Dominic Baker at the 10-yard line. Brings it up the middle of the field to the 25, to the 30, and tackled around the left hashes there at that yard mark. So a return of about 20 yards for Hattiesburg as they'll set up shop first down and 10 on their own side near the 30. 5:45 to go first quarter. West Jones leading Hattiesburg 3-0. We owe you a station break. Let's pause quickly 10 seconds here on the Jones County Game of the Week.
This is the Jones County Game of the Week on Super Talk Laurel 99.3. WLAU Heidelberg Laurel. Super Talk, Mississippi.
I'm Caleb Hamill. He's Brett Bouchelon. Happy to have you with us here in this big ball game in Region 3. 5:45 to go in the first quarter. Hattiesburg trailing West Jones 3-0. They're on offense, 2-by-2 receiver set. Handoff goes straight up the middle. West Jones swallows up the running back on the inside handoff as Leverett did not get much there before he was tackled by number 6, Caleb Holmes.
Yeah, Caleb Holmes first to make contact. Also in on the tackle, number 40, Braden Nance, and several other defensive linemen for the Mustang.
Gain of 1, second down and 9. Started this drive from the 31. Now the ball spotted dead between the hashes at the 32. Still 2 receivers each way. Vance claps his hands, now looks to the sideline. He's got Leverett to his right. To the outside on this near side, it is Tristan Keys and Jackson Sanders, the receivers. Tyree Barnett lined up to the left. And as the play clock winds down to 2, Hattiesburg burns their first timeout. Timeout on the field. 4:58 to go first quarter. West Jones leading Hattiesburg 3-0. You're listening to the Jones County Game of the Week on Super Talk Laurel.
Ma'am, I'm your mom.
Hey, Mustang fans, this is Kyle and Lauren Elsie. We are the proud owners of Pasquale's, Laurel's oldest pizzeria.
We invite you to come out, eat lunch or dinner with us Monday through Saturday, 10:30 to 8. Come try out our famous salad bar or one of our award-winning pizzas. And as always,
go Mustangs!
Your education. Apply today for a career close to home where you can take care of
3-0 with 4:58 to go first quarter. Just gotten the ball on a block punt and an interception, both times starting with the ball in the red zone. First at the 13, then the 9, and have only cashed in on points 1 of those times. Hattiesburg with it second down and 8. We'll call it now from the 33-yard line, going left to right. 2 receivers each way for Tony Vance Jr. Fake the handoff to Leverett. Throw on a slant to the middle. Pass caught by Barnett to the 50-yard line and tackled at the West Jones 48. And Hattiesburg the chains on a good route run by Barnett.
Barnett on a kind of a skinny slant across the middle was wide open once he got past the linebackers. The pass was perfect.
19-yard gain for Hattiesburg. Actually, a little bit more than that. 21 yards to the 46-yard line. First and 10, Tigers going left to right here in the first quarter. H-back to the left side is Sean Barnes. He'll move to the right now, leave 1 receiver to the left. 5 of the hands, Vance hands off Leverett straight up the middle. West Jones plugs it well, but he still picks up 2 to 3 yards on a straight inside handoff.
Just a handoff right there in between the right and the center, trying to see what they could do, but the defensive line for West Jones holds strong.
Gain to the 43-yard line. Second down and 7. 4:02 to go and rolling here in the first quarter. West Jones 3, Hattiesburg nothing. Slot man to the left, along with another receiver, 2 men to the right. Quick pass to the left, complete to Sanders to the 40, and tackled right there at the line to gain along the far sideline. Tackle made by Clinton for West Jones. And let's see if Jackson Sanders got enough yards for the first down for Hattiesburg. Early indication is no, short by a yard.
It is going to be third down.
So took it to the 37-yard line. Has to get to the 36 for the first. It's a pretty long 1 yard as well.
Yeah, where the stick is marked, it's 3rd and 2.
Yeah, they kind of shifted it more towards the 45 on that last first down for Hattiesburg. We'll call it 3rd and 2. So that's more what it resembles. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Vance barking out orders, now looks to the sideline with 11 on the play clock. West Jones fans making a little noise here, trying to get the defense off the field. 1 second on the play clock, they get it off. Handoff Leverett, he slipped down as soon as he got the ball for a loss. As soon as he got the handoff, fell down to the 39-yard line. That's a loss of 2, maybe even 3.
That's a big 3rd down for the defense for West Jones as he slipped down in the backfield. But the defensive line for West Jones, number 59, Zachary Patterson, he had gotten through the block and was right there ready to make the tackle.
So 3:17 and rolling here in the first quarter. West Jones leading 3-0. Hattiesburg still has the offense out there. It's 4th down, 4. 1 receiver to the left, 3 right. Vance all alone in the backfield, takes a snap, looks right to pass, throws. That pass is caught for a first down at the 33-yard line. Right where he caught it, Barnett was tackled in open space on Graves, but far enough down the field for the first down.
It was a very quick release from Vance and just really no time to it. The defense, right before the snap, shifted over. The defensive line and the linebacker shifted over towards the West Jones sideline.
It's a gain of 5 yards and a 4th down conversion for the Tigers. 1st and 10, Hattiesburg going left to right from the West Mustang 34. Exchange of some personnel, 2x2 receiver set this time in a shotgun backfield. Vance claps his hands, fakes the handoff, rolls to his left, pumps once, now release it, pass caught at the line of scrimmage, breaking 1 tackle down to the left side, numbers 30, and got from behind near the 7-yard line is Jackson Sanders, the receiver.
Vance made that throw under a lot of pressure, threw it out to the sideline. The receiver made the first man miss, was able to gain several yards up the sideline after that.
Gain of 8 to the 26-yard line. 2nd down and 2 with 2:06 to go first quarter. Hattiesburg on the move here in Mustang territory. Twin receivers each way. Vance claps his hands, fakes the handoff, now rolls back to his left, throws off his back foot to no man along the left sideline. I think expecting a curl route possibly from his receiver that went far down the field. That was Anthony Ponce. And the incompletion stops the clock at 1:54, and it's 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, Ponce kept going, and where Vance threw it, there was nobody around.
3rd down for Hattiesburg from the Mustang 26-yard line. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. That's the short side of the field as they scrimmage from the left hash. Vance backs up, takes a snap, looks left, fires to the running back, catches it at the 20. He's banged out of bounds right after catching the ball, but he gets it all the way to the 18-yard line for a first down.
Yeah, that was a huge hit from number 15, Chance Clinton. Comes over and just puts the shoulder pads on him, knocks him out of bounds.
Gain of 8 yards and a Hattiesburg first down as they enter the red zone for the first time tonight. 1:44 enrolling here in the first quarter. West Jones leading Hattiesburg 3-0. Shotgun snap. Handoff goes to the left side. This is not Leverett, but over the 15 down to the 13-yard line. Scott, junior running back at 5'5", as he gets some positive yardage for the Hattiesburg Tigers. That's what any team would like to see on first down. Gains 4. And with that, Coach Reynolds wants to burn a timeout to try to slow down some of this momentum of Hattiesburg, as they have been making work of West Jones offense, or defense, I should say, here in the first quarter. Mustangs on top, though, 3-0 with 1:29 to go in the quarter. We'll be back after this on the Jones County Game of the Week.
Most favorite thing of mine here is my students. All the students who come here for the first time, they've never been to a school in the United States before. They can't speak English, and they have a lot of fears. If you can imagine any teenager going to a new school and being very nervous, and then compound that with not being able to speak the language, that's what my students have to deal with. And one of my favorite things is being able to just calm their nerves and help them to learn to speak the language and learn to succeed in their classes. And ultimately, I get to see those kids start from nothing and then be able to communicate and make friends. And I get to teach them not only the language, but also our culture in our area.
Use the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone.
It'll be a pistol set for the quarterback, Deuce Vance, with Tony Scott behind him at the formation. One receiver left, three right. Handoff goes to Scott, stretching the field out to the left, turns to the 15, gets upended at the 11. Ball pops free at the end. Was he down, however?
Tony Scott, the ball carrier.
They're going to say he was down, short of the line to gain by about 3 yards.
Yeah, he went up and over a defender and landed, and that's when the ball popped out.
Gain of 3 yards. It is third down. Make it more 3rd and 4 with 1 minute to go in the first quarter. H-back at the tight end of the formation, 2 receivers right. Handoff goes straight up the middle for Leverett over the 10-yard line, close to the 9. Did he get enough? I don't think so.
See where they're spotting the ball. It does not look like he has enough for the first.
Yep. Head official David Bullock signals 4th down. Hattiesburg could elect to go ahead and take the points like West Jones did on the last drive, or they've gone for a 4th down already on this one. They may try it again. They're going to have to snap the ball as the play clock and game clock have about 5 seconds of difference between the two. Game clock with more time on it.
West Jones' defensive line makes some substitutions. Got a little bit more size in there.
A 3-back set behind Vance, who's underneath center. Takes the snap. Hands off Leverett through the right side of the line. Plunges forward. He's close. And I think he got the yard he needed.
It's going to be close. We'll see where the...
First down.
Yes, it is a first down.
Got past the 9 to about the 7.5, would say. So it's first down and goal for Hattiesburg after getting a 4th down conversion. And we will see what Hattiesburg does offensively when we start the second quarter. At the end of 1, it is West Jones 3, Hattiesburg 0, but the Tigers threaten when we return. You're listening to the Jones County Game of the Week on Super Talk Laurel 99.3.
Hey Mustang fans, this is Kyle and Lauren Elsie. We are the proud owners of Pasquale's, Laurel's oldest pizzeria.
We invite you to come out, eat lunch or dinner with us Monday through Saturday, 10:30 to 8. Come try out our famous salad bar or one of our award-winning pizzas. And as always,
go Mustangs!
Soccer has become very popular here at West Jones, but there seems to be a rise in workplace injuries. It's all right. He's doing good.
Oh! Ow! Oh, my ankle! Oh!
Dad, stop.
Oh, my ankle! Oh! I won't be able to work for weeks. Oh!
He's fine.
Oh!
Find us on Facebook at LS Rock and Dirt.
With a fresh 12 minutes on the second quarter clock. An exchange of personnel on both sides here. Hattiesburg went heavy package last time with 3 backs behind Vance, who operated under center for the first time tonight. Let's see what they do here with 4 downs to work with, starting from the 7. It'll be the same formation from their last play. 3 hefty backs behind Vance, who takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Leverett, rolls towards his right, throws with his left hand downfield, pass too far, incomplete. Towards the back pylon of the end zone, trying to find number 19, Caden Smith.
Fake the same play they just ran. Vance rolled out looking for the back corner of the end zone, just a little too far on the throw.
I'm a little surprised that Vance didn't try to take off. He had a good sealed edge. It could have gotten him about 4, maybe 5 yards, but instead reared back to throw. 15 seconds on the play clock. Clock stopped at 11:53 on the scoreboard, that is. Vance underneath center, same formation. This time he hands off Leverett through the right side. Stacked up, brought down. No gain on the play. had all the backs around him blocking for him up front. Wes Jones was able to pierce through and tackle him.
First to make the tackle there, number 9, Tyzavian Hopkins, the senior defensive end.
Good defensive stand on that play for Wes Jones and Ty Hopkins. It is 3rd down and goal from the 7. Wes Jones leads 3-0. Hattiesburg with their best opportunity to score so far. Change the formation this time. They'll send 2 receivers to the right. Late chicken of another receiver. He'll operate to the left along with another one. Back to pass Vance. Now delays, takes off to the right, throws, pass caught, and that's a touchdown. Caught by Leverett at the front right of the end zone. Or check that. That was actually Tony Scott making the grab right there at the goal line. Turned in for the touchdown. And with that, it is 6-3 Hattiesburg.
Yep. Vance rolls out. You think he's going to throw the ball, then pulls up. He's got such a quick release. Finds the receiver in the end zone for a 9-yard touchdown pass.
So Hattiesburg takes the lead, 6-3, extra point pending. With 11:02 to go in the second quarter. Had a really good drive. We'll recap it for you in just a moment. Extra point attempt will come from Edgar Ayala Rivera. Snap down, kick is away. That may be partially blocked, or may have just been booted so high and to the right that it just died at the back line of the end zone. And with that, extra point fails. 6-3, Hattiesburg leading Wes Jones. We'll be back in 30 here on the Jones County Game of the Week.
Hey, Mustang fans, this is Kyle and Lauren Elsie. We are the proud owners of Pasquale's, Laurel's oldest pizzeria.
We invite you to come out, eat lunch or dinner with us Monday through Saturday, 10:30 to 8. Come try out our famous salad bar or one of our award-winning pizzas. And as always,
go Mustangs!
Vehicles well maintained and operated by certified drivers.
And a touchdown from Deuce Vance to Tony Scott to give them a 6-3 lead over Wes Jones here in the second quarter. Took 6 minutes and 49 seconds off the clock as we're here at the beginning of the second quarter. Very efficient, or I should say effective drive.
Yeah, very effective drive. Hattiesburg's best looking drive so far is their first one had a blocked punt and then an interception. So 69 yards and over 6 minutes off the clock is a really good drive.
From the 40-yard line, Eugene Powell approaches the ball, strikes it, end under end kick, grabbed on a run at the 22-yard line by Deion Graves, hit hard at the 30-yard line and drilled into the turf.
Number 39, Keys on the return.
Damian Keys returns it for about 5 yards or so. And will set up shot first and 10 at the 31-yard line, going left to right here in the second quarter. Well, time for Wes Jones to find some adjustments. As Hattiesburg's defense has been stout early on. Have not allowed a first down from Wes Jones. That's why they only have 3 points. They started their first drive from the 13 of Hattiesburg, second one from the 9, this time on their own side of the 31.
Well, you see on the Hattiesburg's defensive formation, number 1, Kevin Otis. He's 6'3", 280 pounds. He's a senior defensive lineman, Dandy Dozen. He's in the backfield creating all kinds of havoc.
Receiver left, tight end, and 2 receivers right for Lindsey. Hands the ball off. Jones tries to stretch it out to the left side off left tackle and only gets up to about the 35-yard line. Still a gain on the play for Wes Jones of 3 yards. It'll be second down. Clock rolls here in the second quarter. Hattiesburg leading 6-3 with 10:38 to go before halftime. Ball spotted right on top of the 35-yard line.
Number 13, Hudson Pierce checks in at wide receiver on the near side.
Got another receiver alongside him on that side of the formation. Hattiesburg with a huge jump by a defensive end into the neutral zone. As crossing that line, McKill Rogers, actually a senior linebacker, trying to creep in and possibly get a rush on Lindsey. Ends up costing his team 5 yards.
Yeah, he got quite the head start on that play.
It's one of those in college, they say unabated to the quarterback. So that'll move it up to the 40. Second down and 2. Tight end and 2 receivers right, single receiver left. Lindsey hands off Jones straight through the middle. He's got the first down as he's rolled down along the left hashes at the 46. Gain of 6 yards and a first down for Wes Jones.
The left guard and left tackle on that play did a great job pushing forward and allowing Elijah Jones to get to the hole.
10 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Wes Jones with their first down of the ball game at their own 46-yard line. They'll have 2 receivers to the right, one of those Hudson Pierce. Tight end and a receiver left as well. Snap comes to Lindsey, fake the handoff. Actually do give it to Jones through the left side of the line. Grabbed from behind and dropped at about the 49 as Wes Jones continues to get yardage here on runs from Elijah Jones.
As soon as Jones got the handoff, he does a sidestep, makes the first man miss, and then took 2 other defenders to bring him down.
Gain of about 3, maybe 4 on that one. To bring up second down. 6-3 Hattiesburg leading. Tight end moves to the right side of the formation this time for Wes Jones, who operate from a shotgun. Snap comes to Lindsey. He wasn't ready for it, just trying to take it himself up the middle. Now bounces it back out to the left. Takes a carry downhill to the 30 along the numbers, or I should say 50, and gets pushed out of bounds. And a little bit of some jawing going on Hattiesburg's sideline as he went right into the bench.
I think the Wes Jones coaches want a late hit out of bounds. They feel he had a little extra shove at the end.
Not going to get it there. Tootie Lindsey lucky to get positive yards there as he gets into Hattiesburg territory, gaining 3 to the 48. Third down and a long 3 to go. 2 receivers each way. Lindsey claps his hands. Did somebody jump? Flag down across the way. And it is going to be offsides. Hattiesburg gives Wes Jones a free first down on what could have been a critical third for the Mustangs.
And Coach Vance is over there in that sideline official's ear complaining about that one, but he's not going to catch an audience.
So the penalty results in a Mustang first down, their second one of the ball game. From just outside the 42 on Hattiesburg's side. They use motion with a tight end, Noah Hegwood. Now he yo-yos back to the left. Handoff goes. Straight a keeper straight up to the left sideline. Hitting it down to the 20. 10. Tootie Lindsey. Touchdown.
42 yards out.
And the Mustangs retake the lead. It's 9-6. 8:53 to go, second quarter. Tootie Lindsey, welcome back. 5 plays on the drive, and that big 42-yard touchdown run by Tootie Lindsey helps boost this Mustang offense. Waiting for the extra point, the play clock to be reset. Hudson Pierce will have the hold for Cruz McKee. Snap is down, fumbled, and they just have to dive on top of it. So an extra point fails as the snap was not cleanly handled back there. With 8:53 to go, Mustangs on top of Hattiesburg, 9-6 here in the second quarter. We'll be back here on the Jones County Game of the Week.
Hey Mustang fans, this is Kyle and Lauren Elsie. We are the proud owners of Pasquale's, Laurel's oldest pizzeria.
We invite you to come out, eat lunch or dinner with us Monday through Saturday, 10:30 to 8. Come try out our famous salad bar or one of our award-winning pizzas. And as always,
go Mustangs!
Wish a successful and safe season to all our student athletes and athletic teams.
Early 3-0 lead in the first quarter. On their second drive, Hattiesburg responded with a long touchdown drive that lasted 16 plays. Wes Jones responds with a 5-play drive of their own, scoring on a 42-yard touchdown by Tootie Lindsey.
Excellent response from this Wes Jones offense.
And it absolutely was a well-sold fake by Lindsey. Everybody thought it was going to be an inside handoff to Jones. He took it around left side and found pay dirt. Squibber on the ground on the kickoff, taken at the 15-yard line, brought up the middle of the field to the 25, trying to angle outside the right side hashes to the 30, get down to the sideline near the 40, and hit hard was the return man DeMarcus Baker, but a flag down behind the play near the 27.
The hit was laid by number 15, Chance McClinton. Knocked him out of bounds, but the flag was way behind the play. And it sits on the far hash on the 27-yard line.
And a holding call issued against Hattiesburg. That'll back it up from the 27 to the 17, where they'll start this drive. First flag we've seen in the middle of play. All flags prior to that, I believe, have been pre-snap.
Yeah, it's been very clean.
Yeah, very clean game. Obviously, with two teams that are 9-0 and 8-1, respectively, between Hattiesburg and West Jones. You expect this clean of play late in the season, ahead of playoffs. So far, outside of those pre-snap penalties, we've had it. So Hattiesburg has it first down and 10. Ball spotted at their own 17 with 8:47 to go in the first half. Vance will have Ponce and Tarvin to his left as receivers. Leverett in the backfield with him. Sanders and Keys to the right. Handoff goes Leverett trying to angle out to the right side. Spins free of a tackle, but taken down shortly thereafter at the 19-yard line. Only a gain of 2 there as the initial tackle slowed him up. And another player came in to finish.
The first one to make the grab was 59 Zachary Patterson. He was able to slow up the runner.
Yeah, with 8:26 to go and rolling, Hattiesburg has it second down and 8. And ball at the 19-yard line, right side hash mark. 3 receivers left in the pattern, 1 to the right. Again, Leverett alongside Deuce Vance, the quarterback, claps his hands. Doesn't draw. West Jones offside. They've tried it a number of times tonight. Hasn't worked for them yet. Change up the order of the receivers on that left side. They're still a little bit confused as to where they're supposed to go. Now they set up. Vance now takes the snap, fakes the handoff, wants to throw towards the left. Pass caught at the 25, but immediately met and dropped is the receiver Keys as Dion Graves helps make the tackle.
There is a penalty flag on the field.
Flag came in from the other side of the field where the throw was. The throw was over here on the near side hash, and the flag was on the far side from the far side lineman.
It's an odd play or placement for a flag. You almost wonder if there was an eligible man downfield or a possible, pick play run by a receiver too soon. So that would be offensive PI. An eligible guy downfield is the call.
Yeah.
All right.
Downfield is the call against Hattiesburg.
So they're going to negate that catch for the Tigers and move the ball back to the 14.
From the previous spot brings up.
So it's second down and 13 to go.
Down, 13 yards to go.
7:54, I should say, left on the second quarter clock. West Jones in front, 9-6. Neither team got their extra point after scoring the touchdown. West Jones had the early field goal. 2 receivers each way from the 14-yard line for Deuce Vance, the quarterback for Hattiesburg. Still a 4-man front for West Jones. Vance drops back in the pocket, wants to throw, throws towards the middle, pass caught, slipping free of the tackle at the 28-yard line, still bouncing loose to the 32, and then tackled there for a first down. Goes Tristan Keys, where he's tackled by Johnny Hilton and Dion Graves.
Yeah, Graves comes up and is trying to make a strip on the ball as well. Got his hand on the ball to help make the tackle.
So the penalty doesn't come back to haunt Hattiesburg there as they move the sticks. First and 10 at their own 32. 7:40 and rolling here in the second quarter. Ball on the left hash as they'll take their time to look at the sideline. Well, right now for West Jones defensively, Hattiesburg's mixing it up right now, throwing a little bit more, and right now Vance has been fairly effective, minus his interception earlier. Just the interception and, by my count, 1 incompletion. Empties the backfield, 2-by-3, receiver set, pressured from behind, gets the ball away to no man's land. Does have a receiver within 10 yards of it. That was Tarvin, and he was nearly sacked, however.
So West Jones down there on the coaches, they wanted a holding call coming off of the right tackle. No flag thrown.
And because of the receiver in the area, even if he didn't get it across the line of scrimmage, it was close enough to a man. They're going to keep the backfield empty on this next play. Second down and 10. 2 receivers left, 3 right for Vance. Takes the snap. Pressure comes from the left side. He escapes Caleb Holmes. Grabs, goes out to the left, runs to the 30, to the 40, and out of bounds, short of the line of game by about 3 or 4 yards, as they'll mark him out of the 38. But he got a lot of yards there, doing it with his legs.
Yeah, nothing doing downfield, so he comes to the outside and able to gain some yards.
Gain of 6 to the 38-yard line. He ran a lot more than that just to get those yards, as he was about 10 yards behind the line when Caleb Holmes nearly sacked him. 3rd down for Hattiesburg, a long 4 yards to go. Ball on the left hash, they trade out some receivers. Now all kinds of changing of the formation.
3 on the play clock.
Yeah, they're not going to get this one off. Hattiesburg's going to have to burn their second timeout. We're going to hold it right here. Brett, this is a big down right here as Hattiesburg trails West Jones by 3. You feel like every single possession in this game matters. And when you look back to West Jones in their first drive not scoring any points, you start to wonder, every single down, every single drive, you're starting to wonder, will each one be a difference maker?
Opening up the game, I believe you're right. Each drive is very important. Opening up the game, West Jones' first 2 offensive possessions inside the 15-yard line only came up with 3 points and a field goal. On the second one, after the block punt and the interception, had all the momentum right there to only come away with the field goal could prove huge later.
With 7:07 to go in the second quarter, if you can get off the field here and force Hattiesburg to punt, which you would think the Tigers would punt here in their own territory. If they're short of the first down, it would be at the 41 or worse.
I'd have to check with Lane Kiffin to see what the analytics say.
West Jones has done a great job getting pressure on Vance. The only problem is once he gets past that first big rush of a man, then he can do it with his legs. All of a sudden that man is playing catch-up. So if you're going to get in his face, you got to wrap him up. It is 3rd down and 3 for Hattiesburg. Out of the timeout. They'll have 1 remaining in this half. 7:07 to go in the second quarter. West Jones leads 9-6. Hattiesburg with it at their own 38-yard line left hash mark. 2 receivers each way. Shotgun backfield for Vance. As Tony Scott to his right, motions him out of the backfield, claps his hands, dropping to throw, motions once, now pressured, throws it up for grabs at the line of scrimmage, pass caught by Ponce, trying to escape the tackle, he cannot. Got maybe 2 yards up the field, but that is all. It is 4th down.
He put a lot of air under that one. He threw it off of his back foot, and he's lucky his player came down with it.
Actually, it wasn't Ponce, it was Tristan Keys, 5, not 6, but it's a 4th down for Hattiesburg, and the punt unit comes on.
It'd be about 4th and 3, ball spotted right on the 40-yard line, still in Hattiesburg territory, clock rolling down 6:35, 6:34 to go in the first half of play.
Last punt for Hattiesburg resulted in a block kick.
The punt for Hattiesburg, number 5, Tristan Keys.
Tristan Keys, who just made that reception and took a lot of mud with him from that sideline, waiting to punt this one away. High snap, he has to reach up and get it. No rush from West Jones. Line drive end over end kick, bounces at the 28-yard line. Lindsey lets it go by him at the 15, and Hattiesburg surrounds it to down it at the 12. Picked up by number 2, Tony Vance, the quarterback. And with that, it'll be 1st and 10 Mustangs in their own territory with 6:06 to go in the quarter.
That's a hard punt to field.
Yeah.
It's a low line drive kick, and he took about 3 or 4 steps to get to it, so I can see why he was blocked earlier.
Tell you what, if you get another chance at a Hattiesburg punt, I wouldn't doubt it if West Jones tries to block it again with how long snaps have been questionable tonight. They've messed up an extra point. There was a block punt earlier, and that one was a high snap, but no rush from West Jones. 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line for West Jones. On their own side with 6:06 to go in the half.
Caleb Holmes in at running back.
He's to the right of Tootie Lindsey. Gets the carry straight ahead, does Holmes up to the 13, tackled about the 14-yard line.
Tackle by number 1, Kevin Otis.
A big-time defensive lineman. We've heard a lot about him. 2nd down and 8 after the carry for Holmes. Giving Elijah Jones a little bit of a breather here before halftime. West Jones leading 9-6. 5:42 and rolling here in the second quarter. 2 receivers each way for Lindsey. Been the quarterback the entire night tonight. Claps his hands, and we've got moving at the line of scrimmage, but who moved first? I think our Darius Gardner, number 14 for Hattiesburg, is the one that jumped first that caused the line to move for West Jones, and that is what the officials agree upon.
It is offsides against Hattiesburg.
So from the 14, they move it to the 19. That makes it 2nd and 3. Same formation. Another player nearly enters the neutral zone for Hattiesburg. As a linebacker along that left side of the defense, Mikael Rogers nearly cost his team a first down. Snap comes to Lindsey. Handoff goes off right tackle. Holmes up to the 30, to the 20, and then to the 24-yard line. That's enough for a Mustang first down.
Takes the ball to the Mustang 25-yard line. That's enough for a chase.
So with that, a gain of nearly 6 yards. Caleb Holmes helps move the chains with 5:06 to go in the quarter. West Jones trying to add more points here before halftime to possibly go up 2 scores. 2 receivers and an H-back left. 1 receiver to the right. That got a tight end and an H-back that way. But only one of those can be eligible. Hegwood's out there as a left side H-back, and a timeout going to be called by Coach Reynolds as the play clock went down.
So that's West Jones' second timeout of the first half.
So each team with 1 remaining here for the final 4 minutes and 40 seconds of the first half. West Jones leading Hattiesburg 9-6. We'll take the break and be back.
Ruby's Home Furnishings is here for you, Mississippi. We have a large assortment of home decor and furniture made right here in Mississippi. Gift ideas that are sure to please family and friends. From floral arrangements and wrapping paper to bedding, pillows, mirrors, and artwork. And we can encourage collections. Ruby's is your local outlet for Mississippi made and Mississippi proud. Call or come by Ruby's Home Furnishings today. Highway 15 North in Laurel.
Thing you need to make your Friday night tailgate the talk of the town. So before you head
6 with Brett Bushline, I'm Caleb Hamill. Happy to have you with us both on the Mustang and Super Talk Laurel 99.3. West Jones with it. First down and 10. Ball at the 25-yard line on their own side. Going left to right in the second quarter. Hattiesburg looking for a stop after the Mustangs got their first down of the drive. H-back and a receiver right, 2 receivers left. Snap, handoff, straight ahead, pop. Line of scrimmage, trying to angle left after the initial contact, but nothing there for Caleb Holmes.
Number 99, Jeff Foster, the 270-pound senior defensive lineman, gets in the backfield and was able to wrap up Caleb Holmes before he could get downhill.
Yeah, no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. As West Jones has seen both Elijah Jones and Caleb Holmes in the backfield with Tootie Lindsey. Lindsey has been the quarterback the entire time tonight. Damian Keys to the right as a receiver, 2 other receivers to the left. Snap comes, Lindsey fakes the handoff, wants to take, started right, cuts back to his left, and ends up getting it up to the 30-yard line with a couple Hattiesburg defenders draped across his back as he took it forward for 5 yards.
Tackle by linebacker Marion Price coming up to stop the play.
Clock rolls, or should be rolling, under 4 minutes, 3:49 on the clock. With 5 more yards to get for West Jones from the 30, trying to get it to the 35. 3rd down, ball spotted inside the right hashes. H-back and 2 receivers left. Single receiver right. Low snap picked up, handoff home. Left tackle. He's only going to get a yard. With a shoelace tackle stopping him just off the scrimmage. It'll be 4th down and the punt unit comes.
Marion Price made the saving tackle right there. He comes, dives in, and was just able to get an arm out there to stop Holmes.
So Hattiesburg will have at least 1 more drive with about 3 minutes to go. Each team with only 1 timeout remaining. As it'll be a punt coming for West Jones and number 49, Leo Stinson. 7 on the play clock. Have to get everybody set down. They're still standing straight up. 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and they don't get it off in time. And it looks like Coach Reynolds called the timeout as the near side line judge makes the signal. It's his third and final of this half.
That's the final timeout of the first half.
Well, Brett, right now, West Jones stalls out offensively. Each team running some momentum going into the halftime break. Now Hattiesburg with the best opportunity.
Yeah, looking at the punt, a little bit of confusion as they sent some gunners out wide each side, but just not able to get it off in time. So Coach Reynolds elects to take the final timeout. 2 minutes, 47 seconds to go. Definitely going to try to pin Hattiesburg deep back to make them use all the clock. Don't want to give them an easy score right before half.
Certainly not. With 2:47 to go, Hattiesburg trails West Jones 9-6 here in Soso. Hattiesburg with one timeout remaining. If they want to play clock management, they've had good passing today with Tony Vance the second at quarterback. They call him Deuce.
Leo Stinson in punting formation for West Jones.
Stinson ready to punt this one away. Return man for Hattiesburg drifting behind the 40-yard line is Anthony Potts. Good snap back to Stinson. No rush from Hattiesburg. Good high spiral taken, buffed, and West Jones cannot recover it. However, at the 35-yard line, Hattiesburg jumps on top of it. Potts let it go through his hands, dribbled off of him, and he's lucky that DeMarcus Baker was there to jump on it.
Yeah, Baker was right there coming back to block, turn around, ball's on the ground, so he hops on it. Those two West Jones defenders close by that were trying to kind of fan out around the ball to be there to make the tackle.
So instead of a West Jones recovery, Hattiesburg has it at the 35-yard line, going right to left for the final 2:39 of this quarter. They trail by 3. A field goal obviously ties it, but they want a touchdown to take the lead and some momentum into the locker room. Again, one timeout left. They'll start off with 3 receivers in a triangle to the left. One single receiver out to the right is Jackson Sanders. Potts motions out of that triangle to the left. Now Vance wants to pass. Sure steps up in the pocket, will run to the 40, escapes out of the right side, numbers 50, 45, 40, down the sideline 30, and pushed out of bounds by the safety Hilton. Finally, Hattiesburg completely flips the field on a broken play. Vance gains yards.
Vance able to escape out of the backfield, get to the sideline and sprint, and now there's a flag thrown after the play on the 30-yard line in West Jones territory, but it was amongst 3 or 4 Hattiesburg players.
Must have been something said, at least that's what I would think. 41 yards, by the way, on that run by Deuce Vance. With 2:27 to go in the quarter, we're going to have to check the flag to see what happens. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct against Hattiesburg. So with that, my question is it 15 yards from now the current spot of the football, or will the chains be this 15-yard penalty? Right now, the chains are staying set at the 24 and 14 lines. And Hattiesburg, after that huge game, will now start this set of downs with first and 25. It's first and 25.
Yeah, Coach Vance is very upset about that call as he's all over the official on that sideline.
So they'll start this from the 39-yard line after the penalty's marked off. Long way to go. And Hattiesburg has been up for it tonight on a couple of big plays. Receiver right with mud caking his backside of the jersey. Barnett, a single receiver to the left. And Leverett will be in the backfield with Vance. Got a tight end left as well. Got a tight end right to go with him. Snap comes, fake the handoff. Vance wants to unload up the left side, underthrow it, and it's incomplete, but
there's the flag.
Unnecessarily, Madden Keys, who was in cover field, got his hand caught up in the face mask of the receiver Barnett, and that'll be a 15-yard penalty.
He ran past him and had his hand caught and kind of drug him down with him.
Not an automatic first down. That'll just make it a first down and 10, completely negating that unsportsmanlike conduct foul. So it'll be first and 10 from the 24 now, with 2:23 to go. 9-6 to score. West Jones leading Hattiesburg.
Remains first down.
I tell you what, and I said needless because that ball was severely underthrown. Barnett had no chance at the football, even if he turned his head around, and Barnett didn't grab his face mask. Ball spotted on the right hash, single receiver left. Couple tight ends of the formation as well. Leverett gets the handoff, tries to stretch it out to the right, gets past the line of scrimmage, dives up past the 20-yard line, and that'll be short of a first down, but still a good gain nonetheless on 1st and 10.
Was able to get to the outside.
All the way to the 17-yard line.
Ball spotted at the Mustangs 17-yard line.
Gain of 7
Brings up a
for 2nd and 3. And changing up the formation is now we're within 2 minutes of the half. Don't forget, we'll have our Warren & Warren Asphalt Paving halftime show. Brett and I will break down the first half statistics, get you some Gold Mine Pawn and Gun scoreboard updates as well. Leverett in the backfield with Vance. Claps his hands. Option play, runs it to the right. He's up to the 20, to the 18, and stacked up there. No gain. In fact, maybe a loss of 1. Braden Nance, boy. He is flying to the football tonight.
He said no, sir.
And Hattiesburg can try to waste some clock here with 3rd down and 3. As the clock shows 1:17, they have 1 timeout remaining. If they don't convert, I would not leave West Jones much time at all. 2 receivers each way, shotgun backfield for Vance. 13 on the play clock, looking to the sideline. Barnett, the far outside of the right receiver. Leverett in the backfield. Vance takes the snap, bobbles it. Now wants to pass to the right. Pass caught by Barnett, wrapped up at the 15-yard line and pulled down there. That is not enough for the first down. He made it to the 14. He's a yard short.
The ball popped out at the end of the play, but they're going to say he's down.
Clock stops as Hattiesburg burns their final timeout with 42 seconds and 7/10 left. 9-6, West Jones leads Hattiesburg with a decision to make here on 4th down. It's out a full 2 yards, as a matter of fact. They marked him down at the 19. Or not the 19, but the 16. Sorry, other side of the yard line. We have seen Hattiesburg time and again going for it on 4th down. 4th down and 2 to go. Coach Vance and company, they've thrown out the jump tonight. They've put one of their tight ends in the backfield. That's Sean Barnes along with Leverett and maybe Mikkel Nichols as well. Some of those guys that help try to get that push. We'll see if they come out in that formation this time. They're going to have 2 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. Keys and Potts to the right as receivers. Barnett and Sanders to the left. All the starters in there right now. Shotgun backfield with 4th down and 2. Hattiesburg's going for it. Leverett to the right shoulder of Vance, the quarterback. Use motion across the formation with Potts, right to left. Snap comes, throw down the right side. Pass is caught at the 10-yard line. First down, Hattiesburg. Got it over there to Tristan Keys. He was met by his respective number 5 on the West Jones side, Damian Keys. But they move the chains yet again.
Hattiesburg going hurry up as Keys quickly gets the ball back to the middle of the field.
From about the 10-yard line, Vance wants to throw. Throws with the left hand in the middle. Pass incomplete off the hands. Trying to find his running back, Leverett, down the middle of the seam. Could not haul it in at the 3-yard line. Vance may have taken a shot there as he released the football as well. 31 seconds left, clock stops. No timeouts for either team now. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown, as they spotted the ball initially just outside the 10-yard line. 2nd down and 10. 13 seconds left. Hattiesburg trails 9-6 to West Jones. Twin receivers each way. Vance points out something at the West Jones defensive line as he takes the snap. Looking right to pass. Pressure comes from the behind. Grabbed by the jersey. Still escapes to the left. Throws on the run to the end zone. Incomplete. Trying to find Potts in the middle of the left side of the end zone. outstretched arm could not bring it in.
Xavier Hopkins almost got back there to make the tackle, but he was being held. He got grabbed around his neck on that play.
Have not seen an offensive holding call in this ball game, except on a kickoff return to my knowledge. 23.7 seconds left. 6 the score. Hattiesburg with it. 3rd down and 10 from the 11-yard line of West Jones. Trying to score in the end zone down to our left. 6 seconds on the play clock. They got to get set in a hurry. 4 seconds, 3, 2. They have no timeouts left. They snap it with 1 second. Vance wants to throw. In trouble. Escapes out to the left. Chunks it up, down, and that goes through the goalposts. Incomplete with 17.9 to go and a 4th down, 10 coming. Just got the snap off with 1 second left. And with 4th down, they're looking like they're keeping the offense out there, but now may change it.
They're changing out personnel.
They were unsuccessful on their extra point earlier.
Vance is leaving the field, so it looks like they are going to try the extra point. Or try the field goal.
Edgar Ayala Rivera will be attempting a 28-yarder. Snap is high but put down. Rivera gets it away. Plenty of leg, and he hits it. 9-9 the score with 15 seconds left in the half.
The score is now tied at 9.
What a game right now. To that poor extra point earlier from Ayala Rivera out. We are all knotted up with just a few ticks of the clock left at the half. Would not expect West Jones to try to score here before the break. They've been pretty conservative in games this year before the break. And they will get the ball to start the second half. That is the advantage of West Jones in this situation. Brett, been a good ball game so far.
So far, very back and forth. I think we've had several lead changes, and now Hattiesburg ties it up right before the half.
So we're tied at 9s, awaiting the Jones County Board of Supervisors kickoff from Hattiesburg. Again, with 15 seconds left, 15.2 to be exact. West Jones sends Tootie Lindsay as well as Madden Keys back to return. And the kick is away in under-end style. Taken at the 17-yard line, trying to change the direction over to the right side, up to the 25, flag down as he's getting tackled. As Madden Keys takes it for a short return, but this one may be back even further. Probably a moot point, I should say, with 9.3 to go, as West Jones more than likely about to kneel down on the football.
Yeah, the flag is down there on the 21-yard line on the far side hash.
Usually instead of holding or blocking the back. Yeah, blocking the back against West Jones. And coaching staff making their way out of the booth. They know there's just one play left, and it's probably going to be a running play or a kneel down on the football.
The flag is against the Mustang, so it's going to back the ball up to about the 11-yard line.
I could see Tootie Lindsay maybe trying just a scramble type of run. But right now it looks more like the kneel-down formation. Yeah, this deep in territory, you don't want to chance anything from the 11-yard line. Waiting for the snap. It's a shotgun one back there to Lindsay, but he kneels down at the 5-yard line. No timeouts for either team, and with that, the clock rolls out, and we end the first half in a tie. 9-9 between Hattiesburg and West Jones. Who would have thought we'd have a tight ball game between these two? All right, well, we are at the break. Upcoming, our Warren & Warren Asphalt Paving halftime show. Stay with us here on Super Talk Laurel 99.3.
Most favorite thing of mine here is my students. All the students who come here for the first time, they've never been to a school in the United States before. They can't speak English, and they have a lot of fears. If you can imagine any teenager going to a new school and being very nervous, and then compound that with not being able to speak the language, that's what my students have to deal with. And one of my favorite things is being able to just calm their nerves and help them to learn to speak the language and learn to succeed in their classes. And ultimately, I get to see those kids start from nothing and then be able to communicate and make friends. And I get to teach them not only the language, but also our culture in our area, but our culture here at West Jones. And I love our culture here. We have a lot of sports, we have a lot of fun things that go on, but we have a lot of good academics here. And I think it's a good place for my students to come and learn.
Hey Mustang fans, this is Kyle and Lauren Elsie. We are the proud owners of Pasquale's, Laurel's oldest pizzeria.
We invite you to come out, eat lunch or dinner with us Monday through Saturday, 10:30 to 8. Come try out our famous salad bar or one of our award-winning pizzas. And as always,
go Mustangs!
For over 50 years, Howard Industry has worked to make this community
will.
Back here in Soso as we begin our Warren & Warren Asphalt Paving halftime show. Warren & Warren Asphalt Paving. They can handle any size paving job. They do parking lots, subdivisions, residential streets, but they always, regardless of the size of the project, they offer that hometown service that matters. Don't forget, they do not do highway work.
And they never will.
Before we get into breaking down this matchup, Brent, let's pause 10 seconds quickly for a station ID here on the Jones County Game of the Week.
This is the Jones County Game of the Week on Super Talk Laurel 99.3, WLAU Heidelberg Laurel, Super Talk, Mississippi.
All right, at the break, it is West Jones 9 and Hattiesburg 9. It started off, Brett, with a couple opportunities for West Jones after blocking a Hattiesburg punt deep in their own territory and then getting an interception on the next Hattiesburg drive. On the first drive, West Jones tried to go for that fourth down and inches, did not get it. On the second try, they said, you know what, let's go ahead and take our points. If they go for the field goal earlier instead of turning it over on downs, you could be looking at a Mustang lead right now.
That's right. It was fourth and short. Did get stuffed inside, unable to do anything on the first drive. Come out the next time, get the interception, come down, drive out inside the 10 as well, and go for points there. Cruz McKee hits tacks on the first points, and then Hattiesburg, that's when they took over and did that 6.5-minute drive for 69 yards down the field to get the touchdown.
So as West Jones went up 3-0, followed that up with a big, long touchdown drive of Hattiesburg as Tony Scott got the score. Again, Mustangs got that big run from Tootie Lindsay that I really feel like gives them a lot of life moving forward. May see him try to tuck and run a little bit more off play action. really haven't seen him scramble with the football much tonight, as much as you have seen Deuce Vance. If you have to award props for either team as far as who has been more effective offensively, you have to look at Hattiesburg.
That's right. Hattiesburg has been able to get the first downs when needed, convert third down and fourth downs, especially when being behind the chains so much in the first quarter and early in the second quarter as they were, and still able to convert.
And they've had a good handful of first downs as well. Hattiesburg in the first half getting 8 first downs compared to West Jones just getting 3 by my count. Really proves just how effective Hattiesburg's been at times tonight. That 16-play drive really stands out, where they scored the touchdown and took almost 7 minutes off the clock. That was a thing of beauty that they would love to replicate.
Yeah, they started back in their own territory, marched it down the field, and it was just it wasn't small plays. They were able to get outside, gain yards. They were able to run the ball inside. They threw the ball. They mixed up the play calling very well throughout that drive.
Yeah, you make a small point there that I wanted to kind of shine a light on it. This is a Hattiesburg team that hasn't really been getting the first downs consecutively. They've gotten maybe 1 or 2 yards on first and second down, then all of a sudden it's an 8-yard play or a 10-yard play. They aren't getting just chunk yard after chunk yard. It's coming in small doses, then a big dose, small dose, big dose. They've converted on fourth down how many times tonight? That's really been the story, in my opinion. And I may be able to find it real quick.
Several times they've converted on fourth down to extend the drive.
I'm seeing 3 different times they converted on fourth down, just by my count real quick. But with that, we're knotted up at 9 points each right now, and West Jones will start off the second half with the football, and anything can happen in this one.
Yeah, West Jones did win the toss. They deferred to the second half, so they will be receiving to start out the third quarter and see what adjustments Coach Reynolds makes on offense and defensively. Defensively, they've got to do something to slow down Deuce Vance. He's been able to do it with his arm and his legs. Offensively, you would like to see them be able to get a longer drive.
And not to try to have green-colored glasses here is, you look at what's happened out there on the field tonight. West Jones has gotten a lot of pressure on Vance when he's back there in passing posture. May have been held a couple times without getting a call, but they're getting close to the quarterback. They just haven't quite been able to wrap him up except for 1 sack tonight. What do you look for them to have to do differently as we begin half number 2 here soon?
Yeah, if you're able to get your hands on Deuce Vance, you're going to have to wrap him up and bring him down. He's not going to go down. He's too good. He's able to slip out of plays, use his legs, roll out of tackles. You're going to have to wrap up and really drive him back.
What stood out for you most about West Jones in that first half of what they did best out of all phases of the game?
Defensively, early on in the first quarter, they came out. They were getting the push on the defensive line, getting the pressure, and their defensive ends were able to get the contain, and that's what really caused the interception, because there was nowhere for Vance to go. The pocket was there, and they kept contain on it, and so Vance had to throw down the field, and that's where I believe it was Johnny Hilton with the interception, where he was just sitting back in there reading Vance's eyes to make the interception.
And I agree with you there. I think defensive line and linebackers have done a great job tonight limiting the rushes, in the middle of the field. They've given up maybe a couple more yards off tackle. Really, the biggest rushing plays tonight for Hattiesburg have been Deuce Vance. The other big plays have been when he's had time and gotten to connect with his receivers in the middle of the field. Things down the sideline have been hit or miss for him, but all in all, been a fairly effective evening for Vance as a quarterback. Tootie Lindsay, meanwhile, especially when he's using his legs, done a great job. West Jones, in large part, have really kept the ball on the ground with Elijah Jones, Tootie Lindsay, and Caleb Holmes. Really have not seen them rear back and throw the ball. In fact, I don't know that they have.
I don't remember a Tootie Lindsay throw yet.
Yeah, I may have seen him pump once and then take off and run. That may have been part of that touchdown whenever he faked it to Elijah. But all said and done, Hattiesburg may be trying to key in on that run and may leave themselves open for a big pass play if West Jones decides to go with that option. Who knows?
And there may be a reason, offensive play callers, they do things for all sorts of reasons, and that may be a setup for the second half. As we haven't seen Tootie Lindsay throw at all, maybe you want Hattiesburg's defensive coaches to come in and key on that so you can come out on this first drive, burn somebody deep, because we haven't seen Tootie Lindsay throw in several weeks.
Yeah, certainly haven't. All right, at the half, it is West Jones 9 and Hattiesburg 9. When we come back, we'll get you set up for a Gold Mine Pond and Gun scoreboard update. After this timeout, you're listening to the Jones County Game of the Week on Super Talk Laurel 99.3.
Hey Mustang fans, this is Kyle and Lauren Elsie. We are the proud owners of Pasquale's, Laurel's oldest pizzeria.
We invite you to come out, eat lunch or dinner with us Monday through Saturday, 10:30 to 8. Come try out our famous salad bar or one of our award-winning pizzas. And as always,
go Mustangs!
Recently, we've been an athletes here working in the office at West Jones. It hasn't been going so well.
Hey, T, you have those copies ready?
Yes, ma'am. I hate when you did that.
Just let him cook.
Ruby's Home Furnishings is here for you, Mississippi. We have a large assortment of home decor and furniture made right here in Mississippi. Gift ideas that are sure to please family and friends. From floral arrangements and wrapping paper to bedding, pillows, mirrors, and artwork. And we can accommodate your bridal registry with the wide selection of available gifts. Ruby's is your local outlet for Mississippi made and Mississippi proud. Call or come by Ruby's Home Furnishings today, Highway 15 North in Laurel. If you need to update your kitchen or bath without breaking the bank, come to City Home Center in Laurel. For backsplashes, countertops, and cabinetry, let our experienced staff provide the personal service you can count on. City Home Center, Highway 15 in Laurel.
To date on all things going on in our community by visiting us at LaurelMS.
For Italian delights.
I'm just going to check your vitals.
You take care of them.
Just 10 more reps. You got this.
We take care of you. South Central offers wellness benefits, including a free gym membership for employees. Apply today for a career close to home, where you take care of them and we take care of you. Apply today at scrmc.com.
Be sure to ask about our new rates.
Back now to the Warren & Warren Asphalt Paving Halftime Show. This is the Jones County Game of the Week on Super Talk Laurel 99.3.
Back here in Mustang territory as it's 9-9, Hattiesburg and West Jones in a tie as we continue our Warren & Warren Asphalt Paving Halftime Show. Time now for a look at the Gold Mine Pawn and Gun scoreboard. For all your firearm needs, including an on-site gunsmith, visit Gold Mine Pawn and Gun on 16th Avenue in Laurel, across from Piggly Wiggly. All right, Brett, let's start off with the two games in Jones County tonight. Laurel and Gaucher, and then South Jones hosting North Pike. Actually, they're on the road at North Pike tonight, I believe.
They are on the road. South Jones leads that one 13-0 right now at the half. And then as far as the Laurel score, Gaucher leads 20-0 over Laurel at the half. We've got a few other scores from around the area or from around the state that have shown up. And the Brandon Northwest ranking game you talked about earlier, Brandon leads that one 21-14 in the second quarter. Florence over leading Provine in the second quarter 14-0. West Harrison is defeating Long Beach at the half 47-7. And then at the half, Starkville is leading Tupelo 8-7.
That's a good one right there.
That's
7A.
Kind of a surprise with Starkville leading that one. And then a game that all of the rest of 6A is watching along with this one tonight is Grenada and South Panola. Grenada leading that 21-6 at the half.
Here's one that South Jones cares about right now. Wayne County leads Van Cleve 35-21. If Wayne County wins and Stone loses, then Wayne County will take the number 2 seed. With a win, Wayne County is definitely in. Just a matter of seeding and how all the tie-break scenarios end up. If Stone wins and Wayne County wins, Stone is the number 2, and then I believe Wayne County would be the 3 seed at that point. And East Central would slide in. No, Van Cleve's locked in. So I think Van Cleve would be 4. But with that, yeah, because East Central would have lost to Stone. That makes sense.
Here's the score from just down the road. Oak Grove leading Petal 10-6.
And in looking around, did you mention Picayune and Hancock?
Let's
21-7, the halftime score they're going to kill. As far as the opposite side of this bracket here for Class 6A, we're still trying to see who West Jones and Hattiesburg will face, and it kind of depends on not just the result of this match, but the result of another one on the other side.
Yeah, it's right now the playoff seeding is set for Picayune is the number 1 seed. They've got that locked in, and George County and Pascagoula is playing. They are playing tonight right now. And the winner of that game will be the number 2 seed. The loser will be the 3, and Hancock will be the 4.
So winner of this game gets Hancock. And right now in the Pascagoula-George County game, Pascagoula leads 21-7. So right now looking like George County will get the loser of this meeting at Hattiesburg or West Jones home field. So that is a look at a Gold Mine Pawn Gun scoreboard update. Hattiesburg is making their way out of the locker room after we were entertained by the West Jones band at the break. And now West Jones making their way out to the field as well. Again, Mustangs will receive the kickoff to start the second half. We'll take one final timeout here on the halftime show and be back with the second half. Again, West Jones and Hattiesburg tied at 9 at the break. You're listening to the Jones County Game of the Week, Super Talk Laurel 98.3.
Do you need rock, dirt, sand, or gravel delivered for any of your home projects? At lsrockanddirt.com or give us a call at 601.
For life's unforeseen events, DJ Transit can get you there. Our drivers are professionally trained on vehicle operation, safety, and customer service. Our impressive fleet consists of ADA-compliant vehicles, well-maintained and operated by certified drivers. So when you need a ride, make the right call, 601-682-0701. Choose DJ Transit. DJTransitInc.com.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say, "What? Huh?"
I'm so over this.
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this.
Contact Jim Clark in Ellisville, 601-477-9336.
Looking for a trusted family-owned car dealership? Look no further than Cannon Motors of Laurel. For over 57 years, we've been your go-to destination for quality vehicles. Located on Highway 15 North in Laurel, we offer a wide selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs to fit your needs. And our top-notch service department is here to keep you on the road, servicing any make and model. Call us at 601-651-4697 or visit our website, nobodybeatsacannondeal.com. Remember, nobody beats a Cannon deal. Nobody.
Back here getting ready for the second half between West Jones and Hattiesburg as we are tied at 9. Here before we start our second half, both teams out there to the field. Their warm-ups. West Jones in the end zone down to our right, getting some stretching going on. Hattiesburg, I don't know that they realize they're about to add the time back on the clock for the stretching warm-ups and all, so they're all hanging out on their sideline. Just a reset, uniforms on the Hattiesburg side, and gold tops with purple numerals. No trim around them to make them stand out, so just solid purple numerals. White pants with a purple, gold, and purple alternating set of stripes on each side of the pants. White hats with the Tiger logo on either side with HHS as a banner on top of that Tiger. And that same set of stripes that are on the pants down the center of their helmets as well. West Jones, meanwhile, all green tonight. Green tops, green bottoms, gold stripes up the side. Actually, an alternating gold, white, and gold stripe with gold numbers trimmed in white, along with a green helmet with the horseshoe logo on either side in metallic gold with a stripe as well down the center of their helmets. Brett, fresh 12 minutes on the clock. Again, West Jones about to receive this kickoff to start the second half, but before we get ready, do have a medical situation, it appears, unrelated to the playing area, but somebody in the stands, it seems. They brought out the ambulance and parked it right behind the West Jones bench area. Although it's off the playing area, we wondered now if we'll have a delay to start this second half.
Yes, I think. Yeah, they're making an announcement right now to please clear the track so the ambulance can get around.
Yeah, I was down there earlier just trying to walk back from the restroom, and golf cart was trying to take some people out here to the front of the stands and let them off. And Brett, I think you with your gimp knee could still walk faster than that golf cart was going through all the traffic he had.
Well, that was a little hurtful.
My
knee's doing very well. Shout out to Clark Raspberry.
They did a great job, didn't he? You were up and ready to go for a ball game within 2 days. Or was it 1 day?
Yeah, that was the Brookhaven South Jones game. That was 1 day after surgery. May have still had some of the anesthesia in me still. So that could have been a very eventful ball game. Don't worry, Caleb drove to that game.
Yes, I did, and we enjoyed your color commentary with lore tabbing your system. So that was a little fun. Not nearly as wacky as my uncle when he takes one of those for his back surgery, but nevertheless, good game. Brookhaven came out on top in that one. But right now here in So-So, it's a tied ball game between West and Hattiesburg, 9-9. They're still tending to this person, trying to get them down out of the stands and into the ambulance. Believe it happened pretty far up into the stands as well. And you and I have had to navigate through these stands just to get out of the press box, and it's not easy.
It is not, trying to get through all of the people.
Like you pointed out, they've asked everybody to clear the track that's in front of the ambulance.
And they are holding up play until the ambulance clears.
A lot of people standing up in the stands trying to get eyeballs on what's going on. They've got this person down to the bottom of the stands at this point. Can't tell if they're on a stretcher or not, or if they're just slowly helping them walk down. Can't be guessing at this point what's happening. Once they load this person up on the ambulance and drive it off the track, we'll have our kickoff here to start the second half. While I've got a moment, I want to remind you that you can be part of the K-Rocks trivia question here in the third quarter. as we'll have an opportunity for you to win some free chicken. Winner of the trivia question contest, that being the first person to text the correct answer to 601-658-0916, will be the winner of a cat combo. Again, get that number in your phone if you want to win some free chicken. That number is 601-658-0916. And if you are our first texter to have the correct answer, you will win a cat combo. Right now, the person is on a stretcher and they are loading them into the ambulance. Again, somebody from the stands, not a player on the field. Saw the West Jones cheerleaders huddled in prayer. The person affected as they've got him on the ambulance. Again, with the slightly wet playing conditions, they can't just jet across the field to get out of here either. And with such a packed house tonight, they've got people occupying every inch of the bleachers. They've got people down the track. They have them in the end zones. Hattiesburg stands are full except for the space the band takes up. People standing around on both sides of their stands as well. I mean, this is not a good spot to be in to try to navigate out of here. But they're doing their best to try to coordinate the effort to get a path clear for this ambulance before they take off.
You can see security personnel going down the track, clearing a path for the ambulance.
They've closed the doors, and they're about to send it on its way. Again, if you just joined us, we're tied at the half, about to begin the third quarter. West Jones and Hattiesburg each with 9 points. And a crowd medical emergency has paused the action here as they've just gotten them loaded into the ambulance, closed the doors. Driver has gotten in his seat. And we'll see them make their way off the track here behind West Jones' sideline in a moment. So waiting patiently for the start of this next half. Again, West Jones will receive the kickoff from Hattiesburg. Tell you what, Brett, they are still trying to get this person situated in the ambulance, trying to get maybe their family member to ride with them as well. And so while they get set to take off, we will take at least a 30-second break and be back. Ready for the third quarter when we return here on the Jones County Game of the Week.
If you need to update your kitchen or bath without breaking the bank, come to City Home Center in Laurel. For backsplashes, countertops, and cabinetry, let our experienced staff provide the personal service you can count on. City Home Center, Highway 15 in Laurel.
We have everything you need to make your Friday night tailgate the talk of the town. The Jones College in Ellisville. K-Rocks. Good food? Oh, yeah.
Back here in Soso as West Jones and Hattiesburg are tied at 9. Trying to get a medical emergency situated here at the stadium involving a fan that was on the West Jones side. They were near the top of the bleachers down to our left. They finally were able to work them down on the stretcher, down the stands. They've loaded them into the ambulance. Family members accompanying them down, at least we assume someone of relation. And they're getting the rest of the ambulance packed up. Got the track cleared out. At least some people pressed up against the edge of the track to make room. Ambulance looking to take off towards the end zone to our left. They are still
work.
Yeah,
looks like they're still working on getting whoever it is situated in the back.
Yeah, just probably trying to get them stabilized before they take off. Obviously, you don't want to have to do anything like putting in an IV while you're driving down the road. They've done it before, I'm sure. Do not know what was the situation, but again, we did see someone on a stretcher back down, and they were lowering that person down the stands and eventually loaded them into the ambulance. Now waiting for the all clear from the personnel inside the ambulance before they take off. Never want to be part of one of these situations. And Brett, I don't know that I've ever been part of a season with this many times an ambulance has had to nurse someone from the crowd.
Yeah, we've seen it several times this year already.
Yeah, we saw it a couple times when West played Laurel this year. I believe we saw another ambulance situation. Maybe it was at Forest or some other game kind of mid-season. Now we've got one here at West tonight as they take on Hattiesburg. So again, tied at 9, getting ready to start the third quarter. A couple of the EMS staff are standing on the back bumper of the ambulance. At least I believe they're EMS. Maybe they're security for West Jones. And maybe, yeah, somebody down the way up here in the press box, so they may be just blocking up the windows to make sure nobody's in there spying to see what's going on.
It looks like that's what they're doing because there's one on each side, and they're using their body to block the windows.
Yeah, I don't anticipate them taking off like Secret Service and JFK or anything like that. They're just trying to provide some privacy. Does it look like right now we're about to have this ambulance leave anytime soon? And because it's right behind West Jones sideline and a lot of people involved as far as keeping the way clear for it to leave, they are taking their time. And so with that, we will take some time as well to pay a couple more bills. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the Jones County Game of the Week. Here, Super Talk Laurel 99.3.
For over 50 years, Howard Industry has worked to make this community a great place to live, work, and play. From football to basketball, baseball, tennis, softball, soccer, golf, and volleyball. They support local schools and athletic programs. To the Laurel High Tornadoes, the Northeast Jones Tigers, the South Jones Braves, the West Jones Mustangs, and the Laurel Christian High School Lions. Have a great season from Howard Industry.
Playing defense doesn't have to be something you do with your bank. On the Community Bank team, our strategy is simple. We're here to cheer you on through every financial play call and every savings celebration. With over 100 years of knowledge and experience, our playbook knows when to run a blitz, call an audible, or throw a monetary Hail Mary. No matter what banking services you need, Community Bank is ready to coach you through it. Community Bank, committed to our community. Member FDIC.
Back here in Soso, still tending to someone with an emergency medical situation from the crowd. They have them loaded into the ambulance down in front of us, right behind West Jones' bench, about equal with the 45-yard line left side. Both teams came out, did their warm-ups, and have been waiting for the kickoff ever since. They have turned off the flashing lights to the ambulance, I believe because everybody believes that there is not going to be a departure here soon, which means we may have even longer of a delay here. Again, ambulance is not on the field. It is on the track behind West Jones' bench. But because of the severity, we would assume, of whatever medical issue is occurring, they are right now keeping them in the ambulance, tending to them, and trying to, what we would assume, stabilize whoever's in there before taking off for the closest hospital. But it's been a long time since I've been part of something like this, and you never want it to happen to you. You never want it to happen to anyone at a game that you're a part of, not because of the delay of it all, but because of the situation itself.
Yeah, absolutely. Now there is a driver in the ambulance, and they're moving, starting to move.
Please clear the track. Thank you. Yeah, they are moving the ambulance now, going down to the end zone to our left. Everybody pressed up along the edges of the track to make room for it. Pretty wide track that they can drive on. A very solemn situation here. A lot of different people helping that person out. Security, EMS staff, game day personnel as well. And a lot of respect shown by both Coach Vance's squad across the way and Coach Reynolds' team here on the near side in waiting for the start of the second half for that person to be helped. The ambulance is making its way out of the stadium down to our left, and everybody stretching out on both sides for West Jones and Hattiesburg. Get a couple high steps in to get those legs fresh before we get this second half underway. And they have exited the playing area, track and everything, as they'll make their way out to the nearest hospital. As we're about set for the third quarter to begin. Again, West Jones to start off with the football, tied at 9. between West Jones and Hattiesburg. Now we'll have a little bit more time as, again, both teams will stretch out those legs and get ready for action. Kind of an abbreviated warm-up as well coming out of the locker room. They added some time with about 2 minutes left on that halftime clock. Both teams agreed they were ready to go to their sidelines, but that's when the emergency happened.
And that kind of added extra time to the warm-ups. Now they're just trying to get re-warmed up.
So, officials are blowing their whistles, which means to me that we're about set for the start of this third quarter. Thanks to everybody tuning in and staying with us through this coverage. And our hearts go out to the West Jones fan on this side that is no longer here in the stadium to enjoy it. All right, everybody's left their sidelines that are going to be involved on this kickoff play, and we're about set. Hattiesburg will be kicking right to left. West Jones will be receiving and operating from left to right. Mustangs send back Tootie Lindsay and Madden Keys as the deepest return men around the 20-yard line. Hattiesburg ready to kick it away using Eugene Powell.
Ball teed up in between the hash and the center of the field.
And as Powell just approached the ball, he stops and now backs up to try it again. 7 seconds to kick it away before getting a delay of game penalty. Now he does approach it. Right footer strikes this one end under end style. It sends Keys back. Taken at the 10-yard line, brought towards the middle of the field to the 20, lowers his head to the 25, and spun around at the 27 before being driven back. And with that, the return takes it out to the 27-yard line. And West Jones will have it first down and 10. Actually, Tootie Lindsay on the return, not Madden Keys.
Yeah, Lindsay started out around the 20, had to back all the way up to almost the 10, brought it to the middle of the field before being brought down, ball spotted at the 26-yard line.
Well, for a tie ball game, that medical situation has really kind of taken some of the energy out of this place. I know it'll change as we continue on here, but right now, just a very golf-like atmosphere here in Soso. First and 10 Mustangs going left to right here to start the second half. 2 receivers each way for Lindsay. Takes a knee-high snap, fakes a handoff, tries to run left, under duress, drop back in the backfield.
And nowhere to go for Lindsay. As soon as he faked the handoff, he tried to get outside to the far side, and he was grabbed quickly.
Makai Rogers on the sack for Hattiesburg, and with that, West Jones starts off behind the chains with a 5-yard loss. Back near the 20-yard line. Loss of 6, as a matter of fact. Second down, 16. 2-by-2 receiver set. Getting a low snap. Handoff goes straight up the middle. Lowering his shoulder up to the line of scrimmage, but not getting anywhere close. Beyond there is Elijah Jones. All kinds of gold-clad Hattiesburg Tigers around him in the middle of that football field. And with that, West Jones has a third down and long play coming.
Yeah, Hattiesburg completely not respecting any type of pass situation. They're putting 7 men in the box right now.
Well, they saw what you and I saw in the first half. That's that West Jones did not throw the ball in half number 1. I believe the first play was going to be a throw from Lindsay. He just had no time. Kind of a run-pass option. He pulled it back and then immediately had a defender in his face. Third down and 16. 3 receivers left. They motion Jones out to put 2 on the right side. Fake a pass. Tootie Lindsay keeps it straight ahead up to the 30. Around at the 35 and finally slung down at the 36-yard line. About a yard short of a first down. A flag down across the way, though. Maybe for some unsportsmanlike conduct. Saw a couple Hattiesburg Tigers around Cross Smith. And we'll see who this is going against.
The tackle for Hattiesburg was Romarian Wilson, who brought Tootie down. Then the flag happened after the play.
And we'll wait to see the call.
It is a personal foul on against Hattiesburg.
That's what David Bullock says down there on the field. And now West Jones will have a first down. Tie game 9-9 between West and Hattiesburg as the Mustangs will move the ball forward from the end of the run that was at the 37-yard line. 15 yards, and they'll get it in Hattiesburg territory now. Just on the other side of midfield at the 49-yard line. First and 10 with 10:16 remaining and rolling here in the third quarter. 3 receivers left, single receiver right. Elijah Jones alongside Tootie Lindsay, the quarterback, who takes a snap option play. Lindsay doesn't have the pitch. He keeps it himself up the middle, but this whistle is blown, and the play is dead as Wes Jones moved before the snap.
Yeah, that one's going to be a false start. Kills the play. So back them up 5 yards. Going to bring up first and 15.
Yeah, Wes Jones back in their own territory now at the 44 after that is marked off. .10:03 to go and rolling here in the third quarter. Wes Jones 9, Hattiesburg 9. Mustangs on the first drive of the third quarter. Going left to right from their own 44. Ball spotted a yard inside the right hashes. Got one receiver to the right side. That's Braden Powell. Snap comes to Lindsey. Handoff. Actually, no. Yeah, it is a handoff to Jones straight ahead. Nothing doing. I don't think even if Lindsey keeps that, he's going to get much yardage as Cameron Kraft comes up to meet Jones for the stop at the line of scrimmage. May have gotten back to the line, and that's all. So 2nd and 15 coming after that Elijah Jones carry. Again, Hattiesburg keying in completely on the run. And even without the run, still getting good pressure up the middle to cover both Jones and Lindsey, where Lindsey may not even have time to throw if he wanted to. Same pattern, 3-by-1. Lindsey rolls left to pass. Pocket collapsing, steps up, hit behind the line, and driven down about a yard or two behind the line of scrimmage. Back to the 43.
Yeah, that one's going to be a loss of 1 yard. Really nothing for Lindsey there on that play. Tried to move the pocket to the far side.
Loss of a couple there. It's 3rd down and long for the Mustangs. I may have said 44-yard line earlier. I meant 46. Now the ball's at the 44. 3rd down and 16. 1-by-3 receiver set. Lindsey wants to pass. Pressure comes from his right. Steps up in the pocket. And everybody brings him down to the 45. Nothing there. They converge on him even though he was in pass posture for a while. A linebacker stayed true and close up the gaps as Lindsey tried to take off up the middle. And Wes Jones will punt on 4th and 16.
Yeah, Lindsey dropped back. Looked like he was going to pass, stepped up in the pocket, then tried to take off to run. But like you said, the linebacker was right there in the middle.
So Stinson will have the punt for Wes Jones. Anthony Ponce, receiver, will be the return man for Hattiesburg, setting up just outside the 20. Leo Stinson with his heels at the 31-yard line. And with 8 seconds on the play clock, we have a whistle, and we're going to exchange which ball is there in the middle of the field. That'll reset the play clock. 4th down and 15, or perhaps 16, depending on how you want to mark it off. Wes Jones punting from their own 45. Everybody ready? Long snapper looking back at Stinson. Snaps it to him. Off his hands. No rush from Hattiesburg yet. Left footer gets it away. Sidewinder. Bounces at the 30. Takes a Wes Jones roll inside the 25 down to the 20 and dead to 16.
Wow, that was huge for Wes Jones as the punter dropped the snap. Stinson dropped the snap, picked it back up, looked to see where the rush was coming from. There was no rush, so he was able to get it away.
Got lucky there, and Wes Jones has to count that as a gift. 17-yard line, officially the spot of the football for Hattiesburg to start this drive in the third quarter. 9-9 the score with 7:16 to go third quarter. Wes Jones only gets 1 first down on that drive. That happened by way of penalty. 2 receivers each way for Vance, the quarterback. With Leverett, the running back, to his left. Fakes the handoff. Quick throw to the right side. Complete to Barnett at the 20. Out of bounds at the 25-yard line along the sideline.
Vance's pass complete to number 3, Tyree Barnett.
Quick hitting pass play to the outside.
And a chunk of yards. 7 on the carry, or on the receiving end, I should say. They get an 8 up to the 25. Again, 2-by-2 receiver set for Vance with a 4-man front in front of them. Pump fake to the right. Now another one. Now a throw down to the right side. Incomplete. Flag is down the sideline where it looked like Damian Keys was about to make an interception. A one hop to him. A flag along the sideline, and I wonder if there may have been sideline interference involved, because that was well away from being a possible pass interference call, I would say, unless there was a defensive hold involved. And that is what the call is, holding against the defense of West Jones. May have been Damian Keys, the guilty party, as he's hobbling a little bit after trying to make that diving play. So that'll be a 10-yard penalty and a first down for Hattiesburg.
Penalty is enough for a Tiger first down.
Only needed a couple yards, and they're going to get 10. Spotted at the 37. Or check that. They're still waiting to spot it. Now they're kind of more lined up at the 34. Officials trying to look to see where he needs to mark this ball off from. Previous spot was the 25-yard line by my mark.
So now the officials over there talking to Coach Vance.
They only needed 2 yards for the first down. Regardless of how you drop the penalty, it's going to be a first down for the Tigers. And they'll put it at the 30. Well, no, they were about to lean down at the 39. Again, by my math, they should be at the 35. That's where they're huddling now.
The ball spotted on the 36.
Close enough.
We'll take it.
First down for Hattiesburg from their own 36-yard line. Clock shows 7:06 in a tied ball game, 9 apiece. An H-back and 2 receivers left for Hattiesburg, 1 to the right. Vance from the shotgun, claps his hands, now takes it, fakes a handoff to Leverett, pumps once, now throws deep down the middle, got Sanders, and he got decked by Hilton at 45, but he hangs on for the first down.
Yeah, with crossing pattern in the middle of the field, jumped up there, got it, got hit. Did a really good job hanging on to that ball.
From the 36 to the 45, gain of more than 20 yards. First and 10, Hattiesburg in Mustang territory. .640 to go and rolling. 2 receivers each way. Now they move that H-back from the right side to the left. That's Sean Harris. Snap comes, handoff, Leverett. Actually, no, Vance keeps it. Wants to throw, directs traffic, throws downfield for Barnett, and he cannot make a one-handed grab down the left sideline around the 12-yard line. Penalty flag is down.
I believe they finally got the holding on that tackle right there at the line of scrimmage.
Well, Vance had all day to throw, and now we'll go to the sideline to get the call from his coach on this next play. This one's about to be a first down and 20. As my mom would say, they've been doing it all night. It's our running gag with football games, especially if it's the first play from scrimmage. That's always the best.
That is a 10-yard penalty. It remains first down, 20 yards to go.
But with that, it'll be first and 20. Ball spotted at Hattiesburg's own 45. They have to get it to the Mustang 35 for the first down. A lot of penalties here as of late.
It was a relatively clean first half.
Vance empties the backfield. He has 3 receivers to the left, 2 right. Vance drops the throw. Pressure comes up. He's wrapped up, spins free. Now he's down.
And there's a flag at the end of the play in the middle.
Sack back at the 38-yard line, an LS Rockin' Dirt sack.
And that's going to be another holding against Hattiesburg.
I think you would decline this penalty, certainly lose the down and the yardage as well. And Coach Reynolds, even before they signal the penalty, is waving his hands like an incomplete pass. Spot will be the 37-yard line.
Holding is the indication
and obviously declined after West Jones picks up their second sack of the ball game. It is third down and 27 to go. Got to get it from the 37 on their own side to the 35 of West Jones. 6:15 and rolling here in the third quarter. We're still knotted up at 9. That was our halftime score. 2 receivers to the left, 3 right. Pressure comes again. Pass batted, incomplete.
Almost picked off. Trying to set up a screen play. Vance throws it. It's batted by one of the rushers, and there was another defensive lineman back there. Almost was able to get a hand on it.
Good pursuit by Ty Hopkins and O'Keyshawn Twilley to disrupt that pass and throw off the timing of Vance. It is 3rd down and so to go. Clock stopped on the incomplete pass. 3rd down and 27. 2 receivers left, 3 to the right, empty backfield for Vance. Drops the pass, flag down at the start of the play, throws down the middle of the field, pass caught, but he's hit to the 45. That's 10 yards short of the first down. Flag was thrown pretty quickly for an illegal formation. That's what I see, at least.
Initial indication is it is against Hattiesburg.
Now, I did not hear a whistle, so this was not a false start. Evidently,
I believe it is an illegal formation.
So you can either take it.
Yeah, Coach Reynolds told Mr. Bullock to back it up.
So the options there were either 4th and 10 or replay this 3rd down. Call me a skeptic.
Illegal formation is the call against
and
Hattiesburg.
Knowing how well Hattiesburg has done on 4th downs tonight, I don't disagree with Coach Reynolds to try to back them up further, because you never know what Hattiesburg might do on 4th down. But hey, I don't know. I don't think you would see a punt, knowing what we know about Hattiesburg, but who knows? Maybe West Jones can get good pursuit and get a sack or an even shorter play here to force the punt. 3rd and 32. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Vance again back to pass. Pressure comes to the right side. He steps to his left, heaves it downfield for Sanders. That pass is bobbled, and that's caught! Off the hands and caught on a backward play at the 22-yard line. Sanders makes the grab after West Jones got the tip from Damian Keys, but it deflected backward, Brett, right into Sanders' breadbasket.
And now Hattiesburg going hurry up.
Quickly snap it and try to hand it off to Keys. Referees blow this one dead. Chains weren't even set yet. 5:40 to go, and that long 3rd down and 30-plus gets converted. Spot is the 22-yard line.
There's a brand new Kia with no tag, with a handicap sticker blocking.
So it is 1st down, Hattiesburg in West Jones territory at the 23. That's where they eventually put the ball down. Again, like you said, Hattiesburg was wanting to go hurry up while West Jones was a little defeated on the result of that last play. Tied at 9, 10 seconds to go on the play clock. Tight receivers to each side. They use motion at the snap. Vance, quick pass backward to the right side. Potts trying to dance around the backfield. Hit at the line of scrimmage, and he falls forward for a yard. Anthony Potts on what looked to be almost a backward pass. Pretty even with the sideline, going from quarterback to receiver. Pretty straight line, perpendicular to the sideline. That's the word I was trying to look for. But ends up being no gain, actually. Back to the 23-yard line.
So that results in the clock still running in a 2nd and 10.
Ball on the right hash. A couple tight ends of the formation here. 2 receivers and a tight end to the right. Vance hands it off. Leverett straight up the gut. Hit by Holmes. Holmes trying to strip the ball. He's still on his feet as he takes it inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. West Jones could not put him down. Just kept trudging those legs, Brett, and I think that's partially because West Jones was not trying to tackle and instead were trying to get the ball free. Moves the chains, 1st and 10, Tigers. From the 12, handoff, Leverett straight ahead, hit at the line, falls forward up near the 6, and that's where he's finally wrapped up and tackled. About 6 yards on the carry right there. Right now, West Jones looking gassed defensively.
And Hattiesburg still hurrying back up to the line.
Shotgun snap. Vance pulls it free, runs it to the right. West Jones pursuing. He's at the 10, hit at the 8, and driven out of bounds.
Vance, the ball carrier.
So he's short of the line to gain. It's 3rd down. maybe gain 2 yards. It's 3rd down and about 3 or 4. Line to gain is the, I may have said wrong yards earlier. Line to gain is the 12. Spot of the football now is at the 6-yard line. I'm all out of whack here. The sideline numbers are off where they're supposed to be. From the 6-yard line, handoff goes to Leverett. Off right tackle, gets past the first wave, but gets hit at about the 5. That should be a first down. A flag comes down at the end of the play again. In fact, give him yardage all the way to the 3. Sorry about the confusion of spot of the football. Trying to follow the yard lines through binoculars. Not an easy thing to do all the time.
See who the flag is against. It was after the play.
That or right there at the end of the play, one of the two. Looks like it's against Hattiesburg. If it's after the play and they had picked up a first down, then it's going to be first down and 10, but further back behind the end of the play.
So the penalty is a personal foul face mask against Hattiesburg, so that's going to back them up 15.
So that'll be as part of the play. So have to redo this down. The down marker across the way is showing first down, but
at the end of that play, it was a first down.
Well, if it's a face mask, though, I've never seen a face mask during it. They're already moving the chains, however. This is, you don't really see that very often. Unless it's unsportsmanlike conduct, then we're talking about something different, and the officials are talking about it right now. So what they've done now is the chain gang is moving.
It's first and goal.
Yeah, they're going to give the result of the play and say the penalty happened afterward. So all of that said, it is going to be, as you pointed out, Brett, first down and goal with the ball at the 17-yard line. Shotgun snap. Vance throwing left, looking for Barnett one-on-one. Pass caught at the front of the end zone, touchdown. And Keys in coverage, but Tyree Barnett had the eye on the football and is able to make it for the touchdown. Hattiesburg on top, 15-9.
Deuce Vance put it in towards the back of the end zone and let his player make a play.
So 3:22 remaining in the third quarter. Hattiesburg in front by 6, 15-9. Extra point we're awaiting from the foot of Edgar Ayala Rivera. 3:22 left to go in the third quarter. Extra point could make it 16-9. Snap is down, hold is away, or kick is away, and it knuckles to the left, no good. So 2 extra points, no good for Hattiesburg. And with 3:22 left, the score is at 15-9. All right, Brett, time now for our Rocks trivia question. Again, if you know the correct answer to this, text the following number, 601-658-0916. 601,
you text.
Yes, 601-658-0916. Answer to today's K-Rocks trivia question. Brett, go ahead.
All right, the trivia question for tonight is, tonight's game is on a Thursday night. What is West Jones' record all-time against Hattiesburg on Thursday nights?
Is that specific enough for anybody else? That is our K-Rocks trivia question. Again, text your answer. If you're the first one with the correct response, text your name and that answer to 601-658-0916. You can be the winner of a cat combo courtesy of K-Rocks. If you're wondering, haven't been there, haven't gotten a cat combo before, that's 3 tenders, fries, drink, and bread, and your choice of sauce. So West Jones about to receive a kickoff from Hattiesburg after the Tigers go in front 15-9. First score we've had of the second half. Now we've got a little bit of a delay going on right now. I believe a security issue across the way.
Something going on. Something going on the Hattiesburg sideline.
It's around the left side 20-yard line where officials and security are conversing. Not sure what's happening over there. Not sure if there's somebody that's gotten onto the sideline that shouldn't be there, that was trying to get involved, or what. Some security personnel from the West Jones side is making their way across the way to Hattiesburg's. Right now we don't have a streaker on the field. That's one thing we have prevented so far.
Well, now that you've said it.
I hope I'm not giving anybody ideas. A couple answers on the text line, have not gotten the correct one yet. What is West Jones' record against Hattiesburg on Thursday nights in their history? Still waiting for security to handle the situation across the way. We're both looking in our binoculars at to make sure nothing bigger comes of it. Right now it doesn't look like anything's getting too physical. Just a lot of convincing and moving of people around. All right, ready for the kickoff. This will be from Eugene Powell of Hattiesburg. Big number 90, 5'11", 205, the kicker. Right footer strikes this one. End under fast rotation. Taken by 2D at the 15-yard line. Brought towards the left side seam at the 30 to the 35 and tackled just beyond that mark towards the 37-yard line. 3:17 to go third quarter. Hattiesburg in front 15-9. With the 2 touchdowns they've gotten tonight, have missed the extra points, but they've gotten a field goal. That was there at the end of the first half. So special teams could come to be a big part of this game. West Jones, when they scored their touchdown, also missed the extra point. And the Mustang offense will start 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line on their own side here for this set of downs. .317 to go. And the Mustangs will have to operate offensively and try to get a drive put together. Their only first down of the second half happened by way of penalty. Shotgun snap, Lindsey. Hands off, straight ahead. A little bit of yardage there, about 2, squirting through went Elijah Jones.
Tackle there by number 12 for Hattiesburg, Marion Price, the junior linebacker.
Makes that tackle after Jones picks up 2nd down and 8 coming. Got a couple people saying 2-0, 1-1. Those are not the correct answer so far. Handoff goes off left tackle, nothing there. In fact, maybe tackled even behind the line of scrimmage as Elijah Jones that time.
And that was number 1, Kevin Otis, wrecking that play.
No gain on the play. Back to the 33-yard line we go. 2:30 to go in the quarter. Two receivers on an H-back right. One receiver out to the left. That's Cross Smith. West Jones using the play clock here. They snap it with 10. Lindsey wants to throw. Throws it up. One-on-one coverage down the sideline. Incomplete for Smith. Just trying to find him down that left sideline at the 40-yard line. Incomplete pass. DeMarcus Baker was in coverage.
The throw was thrown to the inside, and the receiver had to come back to try to get it, and it was nothing, just kind of too far out of his reach.
Yeah, that so brings up 4th down and 8 as a result of that incompletion.
Here comes Stinson in the punting unit with 2 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the third.
Well, Anthony Potts muffed the last kick that Leo Stinson sent his way. Hattiesburg was lucky to recover it. We'll see what happens here on this return. Stinson standing inside his own 25-yard line, and we got whistles, and we have a timeout call. Play clock was winding down, I do believe.
There's a flag over here.
That may be the back judge. Yeah, he's the one in charge of watching the play clock, and it is against West Jones. Now give us time to award our K-Rocks Trivia Question Cat Combo winner to Jerice Phillips. 1-0. Only one Thursday game between these two.
It was last year. The November 2nd game at Hattiesburg. West Jones won that one 37-7.
4th down and 13 now for West Jones. Good snap to Stinson. Rush was on for Hattiesburg. They get it away. And Ponce wants nothing to do with it. In fact, actually, they traded him out and ended up putting in John Tarvin, as West Jones will pick up to down it at the 24-yard line. 1:50 to go in the quarter. Hattiesburg 15, West Jones 9. The Mustangs need a good stop defensively here in order to stay close in this ball game, get another chance to get an answer of a touchdown. And since with their last drive in mind, Brett, Hattiesburg was nearly stopped. They had a 4th down and 10 they were about to start, but West Jones elected to take a 5-yard penalty against them and force them back. And it ended up costing West as Hattiesburg picked up a 1st down. Question still remains if Hattiesburg would have gone for it on that 4th down and 10. It would have been in Mustang territory inside the 50. 3 receivers left, tight end right. Snap comes, handoff, Leverett hurdles a man at the line of scrimmage, gets up to the 25, stood up there, and driven back. They'll actually give him the 26-yard line on forward progress. Gain of about 2.
Tackle there by Caleb Holmes, also Braden Nance in on the tackle as well. Brings up 2nd and 8, clock rolling down. Just under a minute and a half to play in the 3rd quarter now.
Again, Hattiesburg leading by 6. They have the ball going right to left here in the 3rd quarter. 3 receivers left, tight end right. Snap comes to Vance, looks right to pass on a slant pass, somehow caught on a reaching grab and a falling effort by Tyree Barnett. He just reached out and pulled it back in out of nowhere.
He had to reach behind him as he jumped up in the air, reached behind him, made a one-handed grab.
Yeah, facing the quarterback, kind of Odell Beckham style, but he's a yard short of the 1st down. 3rd and 1 now. Snap comes, quarterback keeper straight up the middle. They weren't set.
There's
penalty flag thrown by the near side line judge. That's going against Hattiesburg. Don't believe they were set, and also may have been an illegal formation. We'll just get the standard rotation of the arms in front of the chest by our head official. And with that, it'll be now 3rd and 6 instead of 3rd and 1. Hattiesburg would have had the 1st down had that penalty not occurred. Have to get it basically to the 35. Right now it's at the 29.
Big 3rd down play for the defense.
36 on the game clock, 18 on the play clock. And timeout, Coach Tony Vance and Hattiesburg. 15-9 the score. Hattiesburg with a 3rd down coming up. On the other side of this timeout, we'll take it as well. Back in 30 seconds here on the Jones County Game of the Week. Super Talk Laurel 99.3.
Soccer has become very popular
Hey, Mustang
here at West
fans,
Jones.
this is Kyle and Lauren Elsie. We are the proud owners of Pasquale's, Laurel's oldest pizzeria.
We invite you to come out, eat lunch or dinner with us Monday through Saturday, 10:30 to 8. Come try out our famous salad bar or one of our award-winning pizzas. And as always,
Go Mustangs!
Plan that fits our needs.
35 for a 1st down, and because of an illegal procedure penalty on the last play, they did not pick up the 1st down after all. So now 3rd and 1 becomes 3rd and 6. West Jones needing a stop here and possibly a touchdown on the next drive.
Mustang fans, let's hear it for your Mustang.
Keep in mind on punts tonight, Hattiesburg has been precarious at best, trying to get good snaps back to their punter and good kicks away. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right for Hattiesburg's offense. Shotgun snap to Vance. The handoff Leverett. Vance escaping out to the left. Receiver racing downfield. Vance throws it on the run. 1 hops to the receiver, incomplete. So with that, clock stops and a 4th down and 6 coming with 23.2 to go in the 3rd quarter. Too deep, I would say, to try to go for it here. Hattiesburg trying to protect a lead.
Yeah, Tyzavian Hopkins had Deuce Vance on the run. He had to quickly get to the sideline and try to make a throw and threw it short. And you're right, it's too far back to try to go for it on fourth down here. And so they're going to come out in punt formation. That's number 5 for Hattiesburg back to punt.
Tristan Keys back to punt. West Jones with Tootie Lindsay back to return. Tootie stands at his own 40. Decent snap. Now trying to throw on a fake and off the hands, incomplete at the 40. Big man was wide open. Kevin Otis was waiting to receive it. He would have had a first down and a big refrigerator run after, but he could not complete it out of the throw from Tristan Keys.
So that's a turnover on downs deep in Hattiesburg territory. West Jones has great field position here to start with.
As good as a block punt right there for West Jones. Hattiesburg rolling the dice, and it came up snake eyes.
This is a huge opportunity.
So the turnover on downs gives West Jones the ball at the 29-yard line in Hattiesburg territory. A 6-point game, 15-9 with 19.1 to go in the quarter. May have just one more play for West Jones offensively before this quarter expires. 2 receivers left, an H-back and a receiver right. They motion Jones out of the backfield. Fake the pass, now running straight ahead. Lindsay up to the 15, down at the 14-yard line. And the clock will roll out for the third quarter before West Jones tries another down. With Tootie Lindsay picking up about 5 yards on that carry. And 3 seconds, 2 and 1. We have reached the end of the third quarter. Fourth and final one coming up here between Hattiesburg and West Jones. It is West Jones 9, Hattiesburg leading with 15 with 12 more minutes of game time remaining. Stay with us here on the Jones County Game of the Week.
Hey Mustang fans, this is Kyle and Lauren Elsie. We are the proud owners of Pasquale's, Laurel's oldest pizzeria.
We invite you to come out, eat lunch or dinner with us Monday through Saturday, 10:30 to 8. Come try out our famous salad bar or one of our award-winning pizzas. And as always,
go Mustangs!
Blowing, Steel's gas and battery powered tools make the job easier and
1-818-0070 or visit sportscontractors.org.
West Jones with a football second down, I should say, and about 4 yards to go. Started this drive from their opponent's 29-yard line. Lindsay takes a shotgun snap, backs up to throw, has some time, now throws to the middle. That pass intercepted at the 10-yard line, brought to the right side, to the 25, to the 30, to the right 40, upfield to the 45, 50. Got a convoy to the 40, 30. Hattiesburg may take it the distance. 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Anthony Potts, a pick six of 90 yards.
What a change of events.
With 11:43 to go in the ball game, Hattiesburg had their backs against the wall defensively. Lindsay reared back to throw, and Anthony Potts gets a pick six again of 90 yards.
Lindsay's pass intercepted, return for the Tiger touchdown.
That makes it 21-9 here in the fourth quarter. Oh boy. Extra point, we await for it. It'll be Edgar Ayala Rivera. A couple of Mustang fans wanted a penalty towards the end of the play. As the snap is back, hold down, the kick is good. 22-9. Hattiesburg in front by 13 with 11:43 to go in the fourth quarter. Back after.
Most favorite thing.
Hey Mustang fans, this is Kyle and Lauren Elsie.
All
We're
the
the proud
students
owners
who come here for the first.
Recently, we've been
Mustang
athletes here working in the office at West Jones. It hasn't been going so well.
Hey, T, you
Yes,
have
ma'am.
those copies ready?
Yes, ma'am. I hate when he did that.
Just let him cook.
Stay up to date on all things going on in our community by visiting us at
Had a 6-point edge and then got a 90-yard pick six for a touchdown as Wes Jones was set up near the Pasquale's red zone near the 20-yard line. Tried to pass, threw down the middle of the field, and it was an interception. Return for a touchdown. 11:43 to go in the ball game. Still time left. Wes Jones with all three of their timeouts remaining in the game as well. Hattiesburg kicking left to right. Wes Jones operating right to left this quarter. And it's boomed away by Powell. Good kick. Taken at the 10-yard line. Returned in the middle of the field to the 25 of the right side hashes. 30 and the pile pulled down near the 32.
Number 5,
Damian Keys on the return for this Wes Jones Mustangs special teams unit. Well, Brett, something's got to change right now for Wes Jones offensively. That really took a lot of the wind out of the sails of these Mustangs, but they have to come back fighting.
That's right. You saw them respond earlier in the second quarter after Hattiesburg scored the touchdown. They're going to need to do that again, put together a drive, put one in the end zone to start this comeback.
You really thought they were in prime position that last drive. Again, starting at Hattiesburg's 29-yard line, got about 5 yards, and then to start the fourth quarter, throw an interception. First and 10 Mustangs going right to left from their own 32-yard line. Two receivers each way for Lindsey. Low snap, he picks it up, throws to the right side, and one hops to Smith, incomplete. Just off the mark right there, didn't have enough air under it. Really, Wes Jones has been turned into a one-dimensional team in this game, Brett. As we have 11:35 to go in the game, and a second down and 10 coming.
Reynolds just took a towel out to Tootie Lindsey to put that in to tuck that in. Thought maybe it slipped.
So he'll have that tucked into the back of his pants. And the ball snapped through his legs. He picks it up, tries to run it forward, escapes the shoestring tackle, gets out to the right side 30, and getting tackled just past the line of scrimmage near the 33-yard line. Well, when it rains, it pours right now. And Wes Jones struggling to do anything in the form of good yardage. Again, he got 2 yards right there, but boy, that could have been a turnover.
That play could have been really bad as the snap was on the ground. He wasn't ready for it. He had to pick it up.
From the 34-yard line, 3rd down and 8 for the Mustangs. 2-by-2 receiver set, hard count. Now Lindsey looks to the sideline. He's got Elijah Jones to his right. You'd have to think passing down here. Hudson Pierce and Deion Graves to the left as receivers. Good snap to Lindsey this time. He's pressured from the left, steps up in the pocket, tries to run, escapes the tackle, slides down short of the first down at the 40-yard line. Short by about 2 yards. With 10:35 and rolling here in the game. Coach Reynolds has a decision to make on this 4th and 2.
Yeah, 4th and a long 2. Ball spotted on the 40-yard line. And down by 13 points with 10 minutes to go.
Leo Stinson checks onto the field. That means Wes Jones will punt unless they try to do like Hattiesburg and fake it to go for it. So Leo Stinson will be back in punt formation. Hattiesburg sends back Anthony Potts, the player who had the pick 6 earlier, to return this one. Bad snap over the punter's head. Stinson kicks it out of the back of the end zone for a safety.
And there's a flag thrown.
Well, it's not an illegal kick. He's a punter after all.
Well, now the flag's picked up. It's a safety.
Yeah, it's just a safety, no flag. I mean, either way, the flag would be to give Hattiesburg a safety. So that makes it now 24-9. That's 15 points, the gap that is now growing between Hattiesburg and Wes Jones. Boy, what bad luck Wes Jones is having now.
Yeah, it went from bad to worse on this drive.
And now we'll have a free kick from Wes Jones to Hattiesburg with 9:57 to go. Still a 2-possession game, but now you require a 2-point conversion on one of your 2 touchdown drives. That's a big if you get those touchdowns. With just 9:57 left to go in the game. So here will come the free kick. That'll have it at the 20-yard line for West Jones. Haven't seen a big return by Hattiesburg in this game on special teams. But they'll have a lot of yards in front of them to try to get this one in prime field position. Again, score Hattiesburg 24, West Jones 9 with 9:57 to go. It went from a tie ball game to 24-9 in the blink of an eye. Right there at the end of the third quarter, where Hattiesburg was up 15-9. Really felt like Mustangs had a chance there. Again, great field position in a 6-point game and throw a 90-yard pick six. And now Hattiesburg got a free 2 points added to make it 24-9 on the safety. On the bad snap to the punter that he kicked out of the rear of the end zone. Here comes the free kick, kicked hard and on the ground. Deflected off a Hattiesburg player, but now taken at the 36-yard line. Up the right side, hashes 40. Stutter step at the 35, and Potts is finally wrapped up and pulled down at the 45-yard line. So with that, Hattiesburg takes over just on their own side of midfield. 9:50 to go in the game. Hattiesburg leads by 15, 24-9. If the Mustangs have ever needed a defensive stop, it's on this set of downs right here.
Yeah, they definitely need a defensive stop. Quick 3 and out. They need the time on the clock for their offense to work. Because like you said, the 15 points down, that's a touchdown, extra point, and then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Score between Pascagoula and George County is Pascagoula 28, George County 7 in the fourth quarter. Loser will get that team. Play fake. Vance wants to run left. He's got a little bit of a lane up to the 45 and out of bounds at the 49 on his own side. Didn't get as many yards as I initially thought, but it still picks up about 3, maybe 4. A couple of Hattiesburg fans across the way. Excited about this team, excited about the run by Deuce Vance. He's been a terrific quarterback tonight. Have to give him credit. 9:23 and rolling here in the game, which I'm not sure why he went out of bounds. 2nd and 6 for Hattiesburg from the left hash. Got a tight end in the formation. He's set up to the left, along with another receiver that way. Single receiver right. Vance stands tall in the pocket, wants to throw deep down for Barnett. One-on-one coverage. Pass incomplete as Chance McClinton was running stride for stride with Barnett. Actually was behind him on the defensive side, had a better chance of the ball, but a flag is down back where Vance threw the ball for holding.
It is holding against Hattiesburg on that play. It was against the right tackle, was holding Tyzavian Hopkins on that play. It looked more like a sleeper hold than just like a regular football hold.
Well, you got to make it count, don't you? Got to make it obvious for the official to see.
There you go.
So instead of the incompletion, West Jones elects to take the penalty. Make it 2nd down and 15 after the yards are marked off. 8:57 to go in the game. Hattiesburg by 15, 24-9, and they have the football. Sanders goes to the left as a receiver. He's the only one on that side. 3 receivers, I should say, on the right side of the formation. Vance takes the shotgun snap, eyes downfield, has plenty of time, steps up, now escapes out to the left, throws on the run, overthrowing everybody out of bounds to the sideline area. Trying to find Anthony Potts down there. Hudson Pierce was in coverage, but overthrew him by a good 6 or so yards. Clock stops with 8:49 to go. That's the good news for West Jones.
Yeah, on the incomplete pass, clock stops. It brings up third and 16 now for this Hattiesburg offense.
Drive started from their own 45. Penalty backed them up to the 40 after they had initially gotten 5 yards. 2x3 receiver set. Vance out of an empty package, steps up in the pocket, runs up to the 49, and is tackled there on his own side, short of a first down by 7 yards. And that'll be 4th down, and you would assume the punt team comes on.
Yeah, in this situation, I think you send out the punt team and trust your defense.
I would guess the rush will be on for West Jones here. Because Hattiesburg, I think, has only gotten away 1 clean punt tonight. We've had fakes. We've had bad snaps to the punter. We had a block punt. All kinds of things. One-man shield back there. Punter lets it fly, nearly deflected. Now a good line drive punt that hits at the 10-yard line, takes a sideways hop, and will be down near the sideline at the 6-yard line. It's a good punt for Hattiesburg, and they'll actually put it down at about, right on the 6. Thought for a second they may move it to the 7, but no, they're going to keep it right there.
Yeah, they had a gunner go down there, and he dove to just keep it from rolling into the end zone. I don't know that it would have made it, but he did down it right there at the 6.
Yeah, it definitely took a sideways hop there towards the end. It was a good hard line drive. I don't think it got more than 10 yards off the playing surfaces, but he got it forward. Hang time not important. Distance was. And now West Jones has to march 94 yards down the field to cut into this 15-point lead for Hattiesburg. 7:53 to go in the game. Hattiesburg in front 24-9. Shotgun formation. Lindsey takes the snap, hands off Jones off right tackle. Nothing there. Everybody at the line of scrimmage surrounding him and keeping him from getting downhill.
Yeah, nothing doing. He ran into a mass of humanity as everybody for the defensive line and the linebackers just crashed down on Elijah Jones.
Gain of 1 yard, that's all. Spot is a 7-yard line, 7:44 to go. Clock rolls. 2 receivers to the left for Lindsey. One of those Hudson Pierce, the other Deion Graves. Elijah Jones to Lindsey's right. Handoff goes to Jones, trying to escape a tackle off left side. There's nothing there. Trying to cut back to the right in the pile of humanity.
They pulled a guard. West Jones pulled a guard on that play from the far side, coming around to the near side to try to kick out the block. But Kevin Otis, he crashed down and was able to get the ball carrier before it hit the line of scrimmage.
Now, we had heard that West Jones had some pieces returning. However, one thing that we didn't mention was that a couple of the offensive linemen not available for tonight's ball game. They've had to convert some defensive guys to play up there. And right now you're wondering if that's been what's caused some issues for this West Jones running attack tonight. Shotgun snap. Lindsey under duress steps up in the pocket, runs up to the 10, and tackled from behind along the 13-yard line along the right hashes. Not a whole lot there, and it's a 4th down play. 4th and 4. 6:28 to go. Clock continues to roll. West Jones is running out of possessions.
It looks like the offense is staying on the field.
And initially I thought Stinson was about to run on, but no, they're going to keep the offense out there. Have to go for it.
It was 6 minutes, 17 seconds. Clock rolling down now. Clock at 6:10.
No guts, no glory. But West Jones is going to see Hattiesburg burn a timeout before this next play. So 4th down and 4 coming from about the 12-yard line for West Jones. 6:04 to go in the game. Hattiesburg leading 24-9. We'll take a 30-second break and be back. You're listening to the Jones County Game of the Week.
In sports, if you need to update your kitchen or bath without breaking the bank, come to City Home Center in Laurel. For backsplashes, countertops, and cabinetry, let our experienced staff provide the personal service you can count on. City Home Center, Highway 15 in Laurel.
Today in Laurel, call Alpha Agent Justin Zachary at 601-649 or stop by our office at 1021 Highway 15 North and see the Alpha difference today.
.604 to go in the game. Hattiesburg leading by 9. And West Jones changes their mind and will send on the punting unit now. 4th and 4 from their own side at the 12 or 13-yard line. And Stinson 3 yards deep in his end zone to receive this snap. Takes it at his knees. No rush from Hattiesburg. Good end under end. Grabbed at the 46-yard line. Hattiesburg returning it to the left side to the 30, 35, or 25 and out of bounds, but everywhere for a blindside block.
Yeah, 3 officials all through the flag for the same.
Yeah. From even 20 yards away. And John Tarvin was the guilty party. There's a reason they wrote the rule book. Everybody okay, though.
There's the flags are marked at the 37-yard line.
Holding is the
so 2 flags, 1 for holding, 1 is the personal foul for a blindside block or targeting. So the ball put back at the 48-yard line where Hattiesburg is on their own side.
2 fouls on the play. Holding against Hattiesburg, that was declined. And then there was a personal foul targeting penalty. And that one was accepted, so backed it up 15 yards. Ball now spotted on Hattiesburg on the 48-yard line.
The Hattiesburg going left to right here in the 4th quarter. They have the 15. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left for the Tigers. Shotgun snap, leaves it in the belly of Leverett. Off right tackle gaining 2 yards. That's about all before he's slung down there by Zachary Patterson, senior defensive lineman. Check that, Burnside checked in at running back, missed him. He shared with Jaboris Jones injured, sharing time with Everett as well as Tony Scott. Burnside number 28. He'll stay in the game in the backfield. 2 receivers and an H-back right, or to the left, I should say. 1 receiver is right, and that's Tristan. Snap comes, again a handoff. Burnside off left tackle to the 50, lowers his shoulder near the first down, and he's not a yard short at the 43-yard line. Run, that's what Hattiesburg wants. And West Jones would love to stop. Otherwise, they can burn even more clock.
Mustang fans, make some noise. It's a children's specialty clinic.
About as the 43, they need the 42. And they are content to waste every bit of this play clock before they snap it. They can snap it with about 4:21 left on this 3rd and 1. Right, 3 left. From the left hash, snap comes out of the shotgun and a flag down.
And looks like somebody lined up over the line of scrimmage for Hattiesburg.
Yeah, an immediate flag on the snap and blown dead. So, yeah, offensive offside. So somebody was lined up in the neutral zone at the snap. It's a 3rd and 1, 3rd and 6. Last score I have on Pascagoula and George County, Pascagoula is 28-7. And so the loser of this game hosts the loser of that one, which right now appears to be George County. 4:07 to go and rolling. 3rd down and 6. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Shotgun snap, handoff. Middle, about 2 yards before the running back is stacked. Ended up falling down a little bit more late. Leverett got the ball and ends up getting more than I thought, but it's still line the game by 2 yards. But this is that 4th down territory. Hattiesburg typically goes for it. They have nothing to lose here to go for it. And West Jones has a defender with a helmet that came off. They're going to have to sub him out. As Trayvon Moffitt had his hat lost, Shaman Miranda has to come. 4th and 2, offense still out there for Hattiesburg. Vance takes it himself up the middle, and he's close. I think they're still pushing that past the line he needed.
From where the official is coming in off the sideline, it looks like he does have first down.
Yep, they're first down now. And so Hattiesburg went to burn 4 o'clock, 3:32 to go. And as soon as they all spotted, which they do now, they can roll the clock, and there it goes. 24-9. Hattiesburg leads West Jones. West Jones still has 3 times remaining, and they'll probably have to start looking at spending them. They need 2 touchdowns, 1 extra point, 1 2-point conversion. But first, they need the ball back. Pistol set. They leave it with Leverett running off up to the 40, 35, and out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. 2:57 didn't stay in the field of play when out.
Yeah, I think probably what you're going to see is the Hattiesburg coaches tell the running backs to stay in bounds.
Yeah, take the slide rather than get as many yards as you can. He gained 7 yards on that play. Coaching staff would have preferred him get 6 in a running clock.
Absolutely.
3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Again, running back behind Vance. Leverett wants to run to the right, lost his footing, keeps it now up to the 30, and tackled at the 29.
Tackled there by 22, Johnny Hill.
And Johnny's cramping up with his right leg after he made that tackle.
Takes the ball to the Mustang 29-yard line.
No training staff out there to help him. Just a little stinger there. 2:15 in the game. Hattiesburg by 15. First down and 10. New score that we have, 49-13 Pascagoula over George County. So the loser of this one will definitely get George County. Under 2 minutes remaining in this. 3 receivers left, 1 right, and a whistle and penalty snap for delay of game.
Delay of game, the indication.
1:50 to go.
It remains first down.
And it'll be 1st and 15. Brett Wright starting, keeping an eye on the clock, and then also looking at those timeouts for West Jones. You think now what's remaining, you have to burn them at some point, just to try to buy yourself at least. If Hattiesburg gets a first down, you have to burn the downs. If not on this one.
At 1st and 15, Hattiesburg can run this one out.
24-9. Again, was not having in jeopardy as the handoff goes up the middle and stood up at the line of scrimmage as a running back, Tony Scott. But one thing that was not in jeopardy tonight was whether or not both host a playoff game. It was already shown that these teams would finish 1 and 2, and they would have a first hosting job.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, it looks like if all results hold in both this game and the Pascagoula-George County game, George County. And then Hattiesburg, Hancock. Upon a little bit. Doesn't look like West is going to burn their timeouts on the 2nd down and 15. 50 seconds left, and it's rolling. Victory formation. Vance kneels on the football back at the 40-yard line. Coach Reynolds realizes there's more at stake in this game, trying to win the district title. And Hattiesburg will remain undefeated as the clock rolls down. Play clock all. And that 22 seconds left as it begins. Final score tonight, Hattiesburg 24, West Jones. District title goes to the Tigers from Forest County. Drive back home, West Jones will get set to host County next week. Hattiesburg, 4-seeded Hancock at the start of the playoffs next Friday night. We'll have our Covington County Hospital post-game show along with our Cannon Motors of Laurel.